Divorce backfired. Yeesh. Well, shouldn't have divorced. Face filter. Duck mom hatched a crocodile egg and now he thinks she is his mom. Huh. Huh. Okay.
Where white supremacy, to try to replace the system of white supremacy with the system.
Yeah, let's check out this one. How many white supremacists were you able to count? Jesse Lee Peterson interview with Tariq Nasheed or Nasheed?
Of justice, because unfortunately we're in a global system where white supremacy dominates all areas of activity. So we need to replace that system with a just system.
Define white supremacy.
White supremacy means people who believe through speech, thought, and action that they should dominate, control, and mistreat people classified as non-white. As they said it, the people who put white supremacy in action, they specifically said that they were doing that. They specifically said we're going to create a system of white supremacy where the people who are classified as non-white will be the inferiors. And they put these things into law, they put them into practice, and they put them into military. They are dominated by the white supremacists. White supremacists, and I separate white people and white supremacists. We have white, non-white, and white supremacists. The white supremacists are the smartest people on the planet. I 100% agree with that.
Wow. And God made them that way?
We're victims of white supremacy, and we haven't been smart enough to figure that out. So a lot of white supremacists, they are evil.
It's not dumb people.
A lot of Jews who do practice white supremacy, therefore,
and are there blacks in that too?
If they're practicing white supremacy, are they really Jewish? Because white supremacy is its own religion.
Are blacks included in that category as white supremacy as well?
You can't be a black white supremacist.
You said they were black Jews.
Right, but
I
didn't say in the black
But none
Jews.
of them are white supremacists.
No, but
blacks are a part of the white supremacist movement.
Well, they're black
According to you.
collaborators. They're black collaborators with white supremacy, but they can't be white supremacists themselves. They're still victims of white supremacy.
Amazing.
Yeah, I don't complain to the white supremacists. All of my messages are for the victims of white supremacy.
Right, but your whole thing is about the white man.
The white supremacists, not the white man, the white supremacists.
Right, it's still about men. They are white men.
No, the white supremacists, because you have white female supremacists too.
So men and women, white.
White supremacists.
Right.
Let's be very clear.
What
white
does it
supremacists.
feel like to be a man who believe that these people are holding you back?
Right. I feel like a victim of white supremacy.
So you feel like a victim?
I'm a victim. I'm a victim of white supremacy. Yeah.
And so are they holding you back financially?
Holding me back financially? Well, they can.
Are they?
They can.
Are they?
They can.
No, but are they?
They can.
Well, I didn't ask you if they could.
They can. If I get too powerful, I'm in a prison called white supremacy that's global. So we're allowed, certain black people are allowed to have certain resources, but they know they can take it back.
Are they
from
holding
black
Tariq
people.
Nasheed back financially?
I'm in a system where they can hold me back.
But right now they're not holding you back.
Well, they can hold me back.
Are they holding you back?
Of white supremacy. They can murder me with impunity right now. Get out how to replace the system of white supremacy with justice yet. I don't know what you mean though. Because again, I'm in a system of white supremacy, so I'm not as smart. Because you have access to the white supremacists. You're close with them, so you're a little smarter than me.
I'm as smart as you are.
You're a little smarter than me. Fallen by meaning if you're victims of white supremacy, yes, we have fallen. Yeah.
Is it possible for human beings to turn away from God?
Yeah, the white supremacists, they've turned away from God. So they're a very clear example, and we are now worshiping them. We're subject to the white supremacists. So yes, we worship white supremacy now, unfortunately.
You worship the white man?
No, unfortunately, brothers like you, and I'm not disparaging you, Jesse, but too many people collaborate with the white supremacists, and that's been one of our problems for a long time.
And when you say collaborate, in what way?
Collaborate by regurgitating their talking points and allowing themselves to be shields for the white supremacists. And that's been the thing that has kept white supremacy in power. I mean, he's a victim of white supremacy himself. He's a collaborator because he's subjugated to white supremacy. I'm just giving an example.
Sheriff Clark is a victim of white supremacy?
Oh, yeah. And I mean, the white supremacists came in the middle of that, unfortunately, and there was infighting, so they would sell their prisoners to the white supremacists, some hardcore white supremacists. We're all victims of white supremacy. the negative light because the white supremacist media portrays that. It's white supremacy, of course. It's systematic white supremacy. It's not a belief, that's a reality. A lot of times we call it something else because the white supremacists, they like to create false opposition. And really, it's all the same thing. We use terms like segregation, but that's white supremacy. Use terms like Jim Crow, that's white supremacy. Use terms like fascism, that's another word for white supremacy. All of these things are the same.
They call it what it was, segregation.
Which is white supremacy.
They knew that.
You do know segregation was white supremacy, right?
They knew that the laws were bad. That separated, that under the Jim Crow laws, that white
Jim
and black
Crow is
could be
white
together.
supremacy, Jesse. You're going back to white supremacy.
It was the government that created those laws.
It was the
white
government.
people didn't create those laws. The government did.
The government was run by white supremacists.
Let me just
Jesse.
finish the point, though.
But the government was run by white supremacists. The government is not some
Hold on.
mindless
How many
entity.
times are you going to say white supremacy?
Because
man?
you're using all these
You've
words and
already
you're
said
talking
it
about the
100
same.
times.
But you're using different terms for white supremacy, though, brother. You understand that? Jim Crow was white supremacy.
Okay.
They still were subjugated to white supremacy. When you're around hardcore,
I don't know. If you really think about it, sure, there were some Caucasians in power and whatnot, but pretty much when you think about it, all other Caucasian people were just working their jobs, men working their jobs, trying to provide for their families. I don't think every single white person was in on white supremacy. I think just a handful of people were, some were, not every single Caucasian person. Because I believe a majority of Caucasian people were just doing their thing, living their lives, working, paying their taxes, stuff like that. Yeah, that's what I believe.
for white supremacy, and either they're going to comply with white supremacy or they're going to rebel. Now, you and I, we grew up in the same state, basically. I rebel against white supremacy, and you complied with it.
I want to know exactly what do you want from white people?
What I want for them to stop practicing white supremacy and replace the system of white supremacy with justice. I want them to redistribute the maldistributed resources that come with systematic white supremacy. I want them to punish.
You want reparations? Does that mean reparations?
You can call it whatever, meaning white supremacists.
I grew up under the Jim Crow laws.
White supremacy.
Law.
The white
so that blacks
supremacist
would be
law
treated.
then, and they still were dominated by white supremacy because they were still under the system of
me
white
ask this.
supremacy, was still getting beat up by the white supremacists, Jesse.
The white supremacists.
The system of white supremacy until we learn how to produce justice. This is why victims of white supremacy have to get codes in order to replace the system of non-justice, which is white supremacy, with a system of justice. We just can't keep collaborating with white supremacy because he learned how to hustle white supremacists. He knew how to get out there and get all that money from those white supremacist philanthropists, stand white supremacists. There's a lot of, he couldn't stand white supremacists. And he got that money and he
That's not true about him.
Oh, that is
Because
true.
it's unfortunate.
Just like you're hustling the white supremacists too. And
It's
that's why I
un-
like you. That's why I'm here, because I know you know how to hustle these white supremacists by regurgitating their talking points. You're good the way you hustle
What
these
do
white
you
supremacists.
believe about? Do you love all white people?
Just not the white supremacists. I love white people,
But
but
not-
not white supremacists. I do not like white
So
people.
you don't love all white people?
Not the white supremacists.
Do you love all black people?
No, I don't like too many black people who collaborate with white supremacists. I think that Donald Trump, who sat here and said that white supremacist terrorists were very fine people.
For the audience, I want to know what you refer to.
Alt-rights or white supremacy
And
Nazis.
so they showed up,
Were the white supremacists wrong for killing people?
you're not-
Always deny white supremacy. Always deny it.
There's no such thing as racism.
The name of the game
Hold
is
on
to
just a moment.
deny white supremacy, disparage black people for the white supremacists, and deflect into the Democrats and the liberals.
all right, he promoted white supremacy.
Well, Donald Trump has been promoting white supremacy all of his adult career. Donald Trump has had housing discrimination against black people going back to the 70s. He has job discrimination going
Amazing.
back to I mean, it's not
That
amazing.
is so amazing.
Would
Would
am I telling
would
the
a
truth or
white
not?
supremacy do
Is that,
good?
that's either true or it's not. I mean, it's documented
Would a
facts.
white supremacist do good toward black people?
Okay, there you go. So
Do
white
you-
supremacy is a bad law,
do you
and we should be against that. And I agree with you, Jesse.
you dis-
I 100% agree with
Do
you.
you
See, we're on the
discriminate?
same page.
Do you discriminate?
Discriminate how?
Do you discriminate?
I'm not in a position to discriminate against anybody.
Do you discriminate?
I'm not in a position to systematically discriminate against
So
anybody.
let me
Because
ask
we're talking
I'm
about a
asking you a
system.
simple question.
We're talking about a system.
Do you discriminate?
You haven't defined discriminate as far as systematic.
So
How can I systematically discriminate?
let me
against
ask
somebody?
again.
Jesse,
Would a
Jesse,
white supremacist
Jesse,
do
Jesse,
good by
don't
black
oversell
people?
it, Jesse. How can me discriminate against somebody systematically when I don't have a system to support me?
Is that a yes or no about do you
Jesse,
discriminate?
Jesse, how can I discriminate systematically when there's no system to support me?
Okay, I want to move
All right,
on.
let's move on because
Would a white supremacist do good by black people?
they haven't so far, so no.
So they
the
won't.
definition of a white supremacist is to not do good
And
by
you
black
believe
people.
that
That's the definition. You can't be a white supremacist and do good by black people.
And you believe that
as a
you
collective.
can't be a white supremacist
And do good
by black
because
people.
Systematically,
Okay.
you have to keep black people collectively in a certain position. Now, what they'll do,
Amazing.
they'll get an individual black person, and they'll try to shower them with gifts or whatever. They'll let an individual black person live in the house.
So you believe that President Trump, the great white hope, is a white supremacist, right?
I suspect that he is. Make sure, man, you're not bowing down to white supremacy for them pretending that they did something for you that they really didn't do.
Do you support them?
It depends on what you mean by feminist, because when we look at
Whatever
the first,
they mean,
all
do
right.
you support them?
The early wave of feminism, no, because the thing is they weren't really practicing feminism. They were practicing another form of white supremacy, like the Elizabeth Stantons and the Susan B. Anthonys. These women were noted white supremacists based on their anti-black views. So a lot of them use feminism to really strengthen systematic
How
white
about
supremacy.
today's feminists?
Well, the thing
Do
is,
you support them?
it's very cloudy.
Is your wife a feminist?
We haven't defined what a feminist is. You keep saying
Is she
those
any
women who
form
believe in
of a
them.
feminist?
I don't know what your definition of a
Whatever
feminist
your
is.
This crazy person's talking about.
My name is Diddy.
Okay.
And I'm non-binary.
I don't get it. What's going on here?
My pronouns are she, they.
Okay.
And I'm queer.
What a gift to be here.
Stupid. Well, it's a big deal. So what? I mean, it's not exactly fucking 5 o'clock news now, is that?
For who we are, this queering of the church.
Happy Pride to everyone. Except for my
Who we are, this queering of the church.
Queering of the church.
Happy Pride to everyone except for my 7 children who have all betrayed me
What?
by being straight.
Jesus, really now? So your children, because they're straight, they're not. You're gonna blame them? You're gonna be angry at them for that? Jesus, we're fucked up. That's fucked.
Bringing your kid to a pride parade is like bringing your kid to Mardi Gras.
No. The fuck, man. All these people are just fucking. I don't know. It's like they're fucking fucked in the head or something, man. Mardi Gras? Mardi Gras? The fuck? I don't know, man.
Pride 2025 is here, and the only thing coming out is corporate bankruptcy.
For freedom, we're not going anywhere, and Pride is not just going to be a celebration; it's also going to be a protest.
I don't know what to make of this.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Sydney. Welcome back to hell. And as per usual, before we launch in, today's video is sponsored by Fume. So this is once again one of those videos that I had a really hard time putting together, namely because there are so many examples to illustrate my point, and it's a little overwhelming. It's so hard being asked to pick only my favorite psychos. This video was also quite challenging to edit on account of all of the nudity and inappropriate behavior, which probably makes its own point all by itself. So, you know, be gentle with me. I've done the best I can with the cards I was dealt. I've now seen more naked man butts than I care to admit, and everything I've learned about kink. has been against my will. Anyway, now, I don't know about the rest of you, but lately I have noticed a very big swing away, not only from Pride, but the LGBT community in general. Or the movement, I should say. Year on year, it seems that there was a huge emphasis placed on this community, and year on year, the movement and its objectives have expanded, giving us huge parades, events, and
what the hell? What the hell?
representation absolutely everywhere. But Pride 2025 has been unbelievably lackluster, and what's interesting, at least to me, is that the LGBT community in general doesn't even seem to be fighting back. Are the gays fatigued by other gays? Is that what's happening? I'm sure you've all seen online that parades and events all over the place have been cancelled or scaled back. Others have been cancelled for low attendance numbers. Some organizers have been left hundreds of thousands of dollars in the hole after major brands pulled their sponsorships, including MasterCard, PepsiCo, Nissan, Citi, DoorDash, just to name a few. Brands didn't bother changing their logos to the Pride flag.
Yeah, what the hell? Oh, jeez.
Like
why the hell would you want to do that for? Like, it's fucking... Yeah, leave it like that. Never mind that other bullshit.
Usually would this time of year. Target has all but removed its Pride merchandise from stores after backlash over its trans-orientated items, including tuck-friendly swimsuits. Okay.
What?
White liberal item but removed its Pride merchandise from stores after backlash
Trans people will always exist.
Over its trans-orientated items, including tuck-friendly swimsuit.
Tuck-friendly swimsuit? What the fuck is that?
Okay. White liberal women are very upset about this one.
Happy Pride Month. In my Target that used to have the Pride section, it's now all USA. Yay. It's an American summer.
This woman probably knows approximately 0 gay and lesbian people, and yet she's mad on your behalf. Very on brand. Some people have pointed out that Google is preoccupied with promoting Father's Day here in the US rather than changing its logo to anything Pride related. The corporate abandonment of Pride has been so severe that even left-wing outlets have been writing screech pieces shouting into the void about how this is all Trump's fault, pointing to his administration forcing the rollback of DEI initiatives. And honestly, maybe that's what a lot of this is about. Or maybe this also has to do with the fact that people, including gay and lesbian individuals themselves, are sick and tired of Pride and what the LGBT movement has become. And as a result of...
Yeah, like that disastrous Pride Parade in 2024 and 2023, where they had like fucking naked men with their fucking dongs hanging out and their ass cracks and balls, and young children were present at that fucking Pride Parade. Like, why the fuck would you bring your kids to that kind of fucking thing? Jesus. So fucked up, man.
Of this grand disillusionment. And as a result of this collective disillusionment happening, I think that we are observing the collapse of a movement in real time. It's almost like when you let things get co-opted by extremists and psycho people, it drives normal people away. Absolutely crazy. Who would have thought? Gay and lesbian people who don't make their sexuality their entire personality have become disillusioned with the queer, trans, and gender-obsessed part of the movement, which explains the recent creation of organizations that demand the LGBs divorce the TQ+. I mean, let's be real. You know things have probably gone too far when you can't include all the letters in your psycho acronym and instead have to use a plus sign. Sometimes when I make these videos and therefore I have to think about these things a lot, it just occurs to me how unbelievably stupid most things are most of the time. More importantly, if the 2024 election is anything to go by, Americans in general have overwhelmingly shifted away from progressivism, and that change comes with an upheaval in attitudes towards social causes. For the first time in a long time, polls show a consistent but steady decline in the support for the LGBT++ community.
For the last few decades, the story of LGBTQ+ rights in America has been one of increasing public support. But now a new survey finds that for the first time in years, there's a slight decline in that support.
And the irony is that this is largely the fault of the Rainbow Mafia themselves. Because the queer activist class that has become the face and voice of this movement has long stopped advocating for rights and freedoms and instead has taken things so far away from rationality and sanity. And as a result, they have driven this community right off the edge of the cliff. If we have learned nothing else in the last decade, it's that you should probably keep the they-thems out of anything you're trying to do, lest you want to end up in the proverbial ravine with lots of sharp, pointy rocks at the bottom to break your fall. Also, just an aside before we get into this video and I traumatize you with all the examples I found and many things you've probably forgotten about at this point, I just want to make the point that I don't talk a ton here about the trans movement because I've already covered why that imploded in 2 separate videos on this channel recently, which I'll link in the description box. The other thing to note is that all of this nonsense kind of happened all at once, or at least it was evolving all at once, so it's very challenging to lay it out chronologically. I did my best, but yeah, it's sort of all happening at the same time. Please forgive me. I'm doing my best. But do you want to know when we're not doing our best? When we're slaves to a bad habit, which is why today's video is sponsored by Fume. Fume rhymes with broom. And like a broom, your Fume is a nifty, award-winning flavored air device designed to clean up your bad habit. And by clean, I mean giving you an alternative to the ickiness and chemicals and toxins that you are probably putting into your lungs. It's not good for your body. Sure, you could use a vape with its heating components and gross chemicals, or you could use your Fume, which uses these little flavored cores that allow you to draw air into your lungs. Clean, you could say, just the way you like it. Fume has a range of delicious flavors to choose from, including their brand new mango option. As you all know, I am a sparkling grapefruit gal, but this mango core smells so friggin' good, and it's perfect for summer. But this isn't just about the cores. Fume has expanded their range to include this nifty little base to hold your device, this beautiful Solano Fume, and of course, these little mouth toppers. I can't think of any more broom analogies, but these little toppers give you a better experience. So if you too want to conquer your bad habit with this delicious flavored air device, then click the link in the description, scan the QR code on screen, or go to tryfume.com/Sydney.
I don't need it.
And of course, don't forget to use code Sydney to get your free Fume topper when you order a Journey Pack. Pride's origins in the United States began in 1969 when gay and lesbian people faced off against police during the Stonewall riots in New York City. A year later, the first Gay Pride Liberation March took place in Manhattan in 1970. The parade's official chant was, "Say it loud, gay is proud." The objective was to destigmatize same-sex attraction, eliminate discriminatory laws, and achieve freedom and societal acceptance without the stigma. Fast forward to the 2000s, and much of this had been achieved, at least in the West. Don't know about the other countries. Then with the passage of same-sex marriage around the globe in the 2000s through to the 2010s, many LGB people felt that they'd achieved what they set out to do. Acceptance was achieved, and it was time to hang up their hats and go about living their life. But things were starting to go pear-shaped long before this. When I say that, I mean that the seeds of stupidity had already been sown. In 2009, trans issues took center stage when Obama included transgender in his June 1 Pride proclamation. The recognition on a federal level signaled a shift away from gay and lesbian rights to broader gender identity issues driven by trans and queer activists. This opened a bigger can of worms than anyone could have possibly imagined, leading us down the path of men in women's spaces, men in women's sports, debates around bathroom access, medically transitioning minors, and performing irreversible, life-altering access, medically transitioning minors.
Dude, I'm trying. Yeah, teaching your kid to say that shit for views. That's fucking. This guy is a piece of shit parent. What a piece of shit parent.
And performing
what a piece of shit parent.
Irreversible, life-altering operations on vulnerable adults. Very good. Not to mention all of that forced neo-pronoun use in government and workplaces and schools. They really love some forced compliance. It was even here that some gay and lesbian people felt that their movement was being co-opted and overshadowed. Soon, everything was about the T, and later, the nebulous Q+ part of the community. Between 2016 to 2018, the rainbow flag went through a metamorphosis of sorts, getting a makeover with the Philadelphia and Progress Pride flags. There's so many P's in all of this. Adding stripes for non-white people and trans identities. Since then, they've added the intersex symbol, because, I guess we gotta have those chromosomal abnormalities in there. And apparently they've also added some feathers recently for Two-Spirit. When I tell you I am tired.
And the other new addition to our flag is the 2 feathers in the circle, which represent indigenous folks that identify as Two-Spirit. One feather
that Two-Spirit thing's fucked up.
represents
I'm indigenous, and I say that Two-Spirit thing's fucked up. It's dumb.
feminine identity, one feather represents male identity, and the circle that holds them together represents the unification of both identities.
Oh, God.
This is getting stupid, right? I'm not the only person that thinks this is getting stupid. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm indigenous, and that addition of... like, all that thing's all stupid. Even that Two-Spirit thing is fucking dumb. It's dumb.
By this time, too, LGBTQ+ was ubiquitous in media, policy, and education. The Obama administration, in particular, had long been using LGBTQ+ in official documents, and media outlets adopted it in style guides by 2017. Somewhere along this road, Canada went...
Oh, God. Yeah, even Canada, like... I know a lot of people where I live who think that this... thing is dumb what Canada was doing, trying to promote trans stuff and everything. And then there's other Canadians, other Canadians I met who thought that it was good that Canada's, like, the government's doing that. It's really stupid.
Even further, rolling out an even more absurd acronym, 2S LGBTQI+.
Yeah, like, what the fuck, man? How is anybody supposed to pronounce that? 2S LGBT, okay. Fucking call them the fucking crazies. That's all, just fucking call them the crazies.
In official speeches and other documentation.
There's been a dramatic spike in violence and discrimination targeting the 2S LGBT community.
It's Pride Month. It's a time to celebrate the 2S LGBTQI+ community.
To accelerate social and gender justice for 2S LGBTQI+ people in Canada.
I love watching videos where politicians are struggling to say this acronym. Watching them stumble over it is honestly beautiful to me. That's what you get for being moronic. This expansion wasn't just symbolic. It signaled a broader shift to include niche identities, which led to the rise in the hundreds of sexualities and gender identities.
Yeah, it's all fucking mental illness, man. It's fucking mental. That's mental illness. That's mental illness. That's all it is. It's mental illness. Like, I'm not talking about minus the fucking lesbians and the gay people. Like, them, that's just their sexual preference, whatever. As long as it's not hurting anybody, they're just doing their own thing, whatever. But all of a sudden being non-binary, now you're a they, them, a z, zim, a fucking canary, a fucking wolf dog, fucking man thinking they're a woman and woman thinking they're a man. That's mental illness, man. Fuck. What the hell? Pretty soon they're going to put unicorns and aliens and fucking people are going to be thinking they're a fucking planet. People are going to think they're some fucking fucking space being from planet X or something. I don't know. Fuck. A lot of fucking mental illness going on, man. It's all fucked, man. It's fucked.
We see all over TikTok now, from non-binary to xenogender. And let's not forget GenderWiki. This has always been a fun place if you want to take your brain there and then hate yourself. I also especially love this entry, which is brain there.
What is that? Gender fluid? The fuck? Okay.
And then hate yourself.
Gender queer. What the fuck? Jesus. Neurogender? The fuck is a neurogender? Neurogender is a different thing that is linked to someone's neurodivergence. The fuck? What the fuck?
I also especially love this entry.
What? Neutrois? The fuck is this? Non-binary gender identity described as being a neutral or null gender. The fuck is that? It's part of gender. Fucking just another mental illness.
Which is heteroromantic, which describes individuals who feel romantic attraction to people of a gender different than their own within the split
attractional. Its sexual orientation equivalent is what? What the fuck? Homo romantic is the first individual feels romantic connected to people of some sort. What the fuck, man? I mean, when Jesus, like, what the hell? It's all fucked up.
Attraction model. Its sexual orientation equivalent is heterosexual. So it's just straight with extra steps. Got it.
That just sounds like slavery with extra steps.
Then, because we actually live in hell, polyamory and thruples and other odd relationship dynamics got lumped into the movement and started showing up absolutely everywhere. By 2010, polyamory was highlighted at Pride events with workshops and floats, confusing people who thought that Pride was about same-sex attraction and not some commentary on relationship dynamics.
The fuck?
About same-sex attraction.
Oh, they got those guys too. I mean, I don't know if these people want to pretend they're animals and they do stuff whatever that in their own fucking private or their own residence. That's their stuff. That's their private business. None of my business. But when they start going around and trying to get kids to do the same thing, and no, like come on, man, don't let kids near these people here. No, just no. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh no.
And not some commentary on relationship dynamics. Critics, even within the community, started to say that this was too much, too complicated, too far from the original fight.
Hi guys, if you're new here, I'm Dana. I am in a polyamorous throuple with my partners, Gabby and Eli.
This makes me feel unsafe. And because of all of the insanity coming out of the movement, by 2022, groups like the LGB Alliance were pushing to separate the LGB from the T2. Groups like the...
So fucking crazy people like these people are here? Fucking what the hell are these fucking people promoting? Like fucking crazy cunts?
The LGB Alliance were pushing to separate the LGB from the T and the Q+, arguing that the community was being co-opted by insane people. Once again, when your acronym needs a plus sign, maybe it's trying to do too much. Now, all of this on its own was incredibly bizarre, and people were already starting to feel very fatigued, especially considering that the LGBTQIAXYZ community and agenda was showing up absolutely everywhere, in politics, in the cultural space, in the social space. But then there was the push to get kids involved, and this, just like with the trans movement, was where a bunch of people noped out. All you ever have to do is leave the kids alone. It's not that hard. In the mid-2010s, Drag Queen Story Hour started in San Francisco with drag queens reading to children in libraries.
That is fucked. That is fucked. Like if they had Barney the dinosaur or fucking Ronald McDonald or fucking, I don't know, some fucking maybe a fucking pink dragon or a fucking blue dragon or a green dragon or a fucking panda bear, that's okay, but not this. What the fuck is this? Jesus.
This led to an almost immediate backlash.
Yeah.
No surprises there. Critics did not see this as an expression of tolerance and inclusivity, but adults in provocative outfits pushing adult themes onto kids.
Yeah.
It also didn't help that you didn't see drag queens showing up at retirement homes or homeless shelters. They only wanted the kiddies. Drag Queen Story Hour had a multitude of problems outside of the obvious. Many performers were not properly vetted, as some had previous criminal convictions for fan of the playground behavior.
Jesus.
Then from Drag Queen Story Hour came the idea that it was fun overall to have drag queens performing for children, which led to wholesale borderline stripper-esque performances in front of kids and their family.
Like the kids don't know any better. Like the kids, you know, this little girl or wants to hug that drag queen, but it's gonna confuse the kid, which means that they're gonna think it's okay if this was a boy to go ahead and do this. Like, I mean, yeah, in their own time, if they decided to do that when they're adult, but not influence them when they're a kid, that's like grooming. That's fucking grooming.
Performing for children, which led to wholesale borderline stripper-esque performances in front of kids and their families. Some videos,
like, I would not be against this if these were all adults and they did this in their own venues with no kids there, but when they have kids there, that's fucking grooming. That's fucking grooming.
Videos went viral where children were encouraged to give money to the men while they danced.
Chicago now at the center of controversy once again. Critics are tearing into a drag story time for toddlers held at a public library. Protesters on both sides of the issue clashing outside as leaders refuse to cancel the event. The library says it's all about inclusion.
For toddlers, what the hell? Oh my god.
Nervous?
Yes.
That's fucked.
How come? Do I look scary? Do you know what I am?
That kid's like saying, "You look weird, man. You look fucking weird. What the fuck is this?" That's what's going through that kid's head. He's like, "What the fuck is this?" Look at him. You can see it in his face.
Do I look scary?
Hey, look at him. Like, he's trying to laugh in his face. Like, what the fuck is this? Why are you dressed in woman? So what the fuck? This is fucked. The kid's probably thinking, "You're cooked, man. You're fucking cooked."
Do you know what I am? No.
Even that kid.
I'm a drag queen.
If a drag queen wants to read you a story at a...
That's grooming right there. Even just this is grooming. This is fucking grooming, because they're putting these kids in a situation where they're going to get influenced by this kind of thing, when really they shouldn't be exposed to that kind of stuff until they're adults so they could make up their own minds. This is fucking grooming. That's fucking grooming, man.
I'm a drag queen.
If a drag queen wants to read you a story at a library, listen to her, because...
Mash the fuck up.
Knowledge is power, and if...
Fucking weirdo. Fucking... PDF file, fucking weirdo.
If someone tries to restrict your access to power, they are trying to scare you.
No. Then all of this started showing up in schools and school curriculum.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. No.
Then all of this started showing up in schools and school curriculums all across the Western world. Although, unfortunately, in a lot of ways, this does sometimes feel like a uniquely American, Canadian, Australian English problem. Don't know why we've collectively lost our minds. By 2019, education institutions were all in on drag queens and gender identity. California mandated LGBTQ+ history lessons, and TikTok blew up with teachers showing off pride flags or pronoun lessons in classrooms. And of course, we all remember the photos of the gingerbread person and the gender unicorn. Of course, we all remember the photos of the gingerbread.
Look at this. This is fucked. This is fucking grooming material. Look at this shit. This is fucking grooming material. Fucking... It's bad enough these kids have to try to figure out fucking where they're gonna go in life, and you have to throw this shit at them too. Like, shouldn't they wait until they're old enough, when they're adults, so after they're done their schooling and all this stuff, and then, you know, when they're done kind of getting a... figuring out where they're going in life. It's fucked, man. This is fucked. Look at look at this shit. What the fuck?
Person and the gender unicorn. This may be the photos of the gingerbread person and the gender
the gender unicorn. Oh my god. Trans student educational resources. Yeah, this is fucked. This is fucking grooming shit. That is fucking grooming shit. That's what that is.
This makes me feel like Derek in Zoolander. Gingerbread man! Man!
Merman!
Merman!
Soon, some states were trying to pass legislation that would interfere with parents who didn't let their children transition and empowered teachers to withhold information like this from parents. In 2024, California banned school from interfere with parents who didn't let their children transition and empowered teachers to withhold information like this from parents. In 2024, California banned school policies requiring parental notification if a student changed their gender identity, name, pronouns, arguing it protects the child's privacy.
If you're an educator in the classroom and you're not willing to teach inclusive content, then you shouldn't be an educator.
So I'm not allowed to be out as trans non-binary at school. Do not come up in my comments saying that I am allowed, because I'm not. I live in Louisiana and it sucks here.
Oh, I mean, would that kind of get at you should really be living in at a circus or at some fucking kind of freak show, you know, or even at some fucking, I don't know, like, fuck.
So of course my response to this is to be as obnoxiously queer as possible.
This is kind of an issue unto itself, given how many teachers like to publicly on social media tell on themselves, especially with relation to encouraging their students to transition, or, you know, that they could be a boy or a girl or whatever it is. There's a lot of those videos out there. It's kind of upsetting. Your job is to teach English, Seth. Worry less about your students' genitals. Then there were the battles happening with relation to LGBTQIA/XYZ books in school libraries.
Oh, yeah.
Books that sell to LGBTQIA/XYZ.
Yeah, I remember that fucking, all these fucking weird ass fucking books. These so fucking weird. Yeah, it's fucking weird, man. What the hell?
XYZ books in school libraries. Books that sometimes depicted adult acts and other inappropriate themes and content, particularly for elementary-aged young people. In Australia, we call this primary school.
And now the details. Librarians at the Central Bucks School District have been ordered to remove 2 titles from library shelves. Both books deal with LGBTQ issues, and it's the first book ban under a controversial new policy passed earlier this year.
Parents railed against this, saying that they didn't want their children having access to what essentially rhymes with corn, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Activists argued that this was bigotry and narrow-minded. Nope, just don't think 7-year-olds should see men giving other men the old, you know...
That's fucking grooming, yeah.
Sucker fish treatment. I have.
So, Pride Puppy was the book that was used for.
Oh, what the fuck is this now? Pride Puppy. Oh, this is like fucking that weird fucking sex fetish shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. And they're fucking exposing kids to that? Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Fuck, man. Look at that
the
shit.
Pre-kindergarten curriculum. That's no longer in the curriculum.
That's the one where they are supposed to look for the leather and things and bondage, things like that.
It's not bondage. It's a woman in a leather.
Sex worker, right?
No.
No?
That's not correct. No.
That's like bondage shit. Look at this. You get to easily see. That's like fucking bondage fucking shit. It's fucking...
Oh, gosh, I read it.
It's a drag queen.
Drag queen and drag
correct.
queen.
The leather that they're pointing to is a woman in a leather jacket. And one of the words is drag queen in the search.
And they're supposed to look for those.
It is an option at the end of the book, correct?
Yeah, okay.
This is not
So what the
kid-friendly at all. Nope, not even a little bit. This video is very hard to film. Yeah. Gee willikers. This is probably where all of those accusations of grooming have come from. People say gee willikers anymore. Is that a thing? I hope it's a thing. Around the same time, mainstream kid shows were including LGBT themes in their episodes. Blue's Clues dropped a pride song with drag queens singing about different family dynamics. Let's not forget the little beaver here with the double mastectomy scars. The show Ridley Jones.
Yeah, that's
let's
so
not
fucking
forget
weird.
the little beaver here with the
Yeah, it's so fucked, man.
double mastectomy scars. The show Ridley Jones introduced a non-binary character, and Rubble and Crew added subtle queer themes. Yeah, we see the trans-colored socks here, okay? We see what you're doing. Some online shows were created with the express purpose of talking to kids about gender identity and the LGBTQ plus agenda.
Oh, no.
Parents started asking, why are preschool shows teaching gender identity, and why are you telling my little boy that he can be a little girl? Then there was the emphasis on not only drag queens generally, but drag kids. And this, I fear, is where we, went off the edge of the cliff, fell into the ocean, sunk down into Mariana's Trench, and then got eaten by plankton. Or algae? What is at the bottom of Marianas Trench? The little guy with the light? I'm sorry, I'm not well. In 2022, a Dallas event called Drag the Kids to Pride had children dancing with drag queens while adults tipped them. That is not a sentence I ever thought I would say. In the club's background, there was a neon sign that read, "It's not gonna lick itself." And I know that you guys are clever enough to understand what that means. So, yeah, super appropriate. Love this. Years earlier, children like Desmond is Amazing and Nemus Gold caused a stir after both children appeared in numerous videos performing for adults. People online were extremely upset about both kids, particularly after Desmond is Amazing was filmed doing drag for adults in a bar setting with the adults
kid's fucking groomed, man. He's fucking groomed. He's fucked in the head now.
Throwing money at him during the performance. So there was this song that my dad used to make us listen to when I was a kid, and the lyrics were, "Rip, rip, wood chip, turn him into paper." And somehow I just thought of that and was reminded of it, talking about these men throwing, you know, dollar bills at little boys. And I don't know, I feel like that's poignant and applicable, if you catch my drift. I want to force them into the wood chipper head first.
I would define myself as an inspirational drag kid, but if I had one word, I think it'd be amazing.
Back in 2019, the magazine Huck also highlighted Nemus Gold and his journey as a child drag queen. The accompanying photos with the spread were a bit grim for many readers. I'm not going to include them because it's a kid and it's a bit weird. Anyway, these are just two children. Soon we had shows like Kids in Drag that documented young boys participating in a drag competition, or Generation Drag, produced by Tyra Banks, which featured 12 to 17-year-old kids preparing for a drag ball.
Oh my God.
Whatever that means.
No.
And I mean, like, speaking of shows, over the years we've had all sorts of these things that highlight trans children, or babies, or non-binary 3-year-olds. I'm not sure what's worse, or if there is a worse, but eventually all of this culminated in people calling to have children at Pride around kink, and the promotion of kink at Pride in general. Some of you might remember a particularly notorious New York Times article published in 2021 where a mother argued that she wanted her child at Pride around the inappropriate behavior because it was part of the community. And seemingly, a lot of other people agreed, because then we had an onslaught of videos and images popping up year on year, showing children with naked adults looking at those in fetish gear, watching people simulate adult acts on one another, while little humans watched on wide-eyed. Why is this a thing?
I'm just going to ask you a few questions real quick. So, what is going on with you being naked? I mean, is there something
it's
wrong
legal
with
here.
You? Or, I know it's legal here, but you got kids all around you, and I noticed I've been sitting across the way reporting on the event, and every single time kids walk by, you're enthusiastically waving at them, trying to get their attention.
In case you're wondering why so many people are starting to no longer celebrate Pride, I will show you exactly why. Because when you go to a Pride parade in New York, you see a child right next to a topless woman who looks so excited to be there. If this were a straight man on any other month or even day of the year, this person would be charged and put on the sex offender list. I don't understand the double standard here, because this is the same exact thing. Stop using Pride as an excuse to get naked around children.
Howdy, my name is Julie. I'm an adult human female. And I just want you to know that children do not belong at Pride events.
Yeah, the fuck, man.
I, as a lesbian and an elder gay, and I'm here to let you know from the community that it is the most perverted, disgusting event ever. It is not what it was decades ago.
Well, it's good to see that some lesbians in the lesbian community are speaking out against this stuff. Fucking kids being allowed to go to Pride parades, that's fucked up, man. See, even some lesbians are fucking speaking out against it.
It didn't help that Pride organizers like Pittsburgh's in 2022 insisted on youth zones to support queer kids. But when parades in 2022 insisted on youth zones to
that's fucked up. That's fucked.
Queer kids. But when parades included suggestive costumes or kink displays leather floats or play dog mask men, which popped up in San Francisco in 2022 and honestly in other years, people started questioning why kids were there at all. And the messaging around it didn't help at all. In 2021, the San Francisco Gay Men's Chorus released a song with the line, "We're coming for your children," which they argued was satire. But it didn't really matter given that this was basically a PR disaster, with many people arguing this group was finally saying the quiet part out loud. But the degeneracy had well and truly been associated at this point with the movement. There was no undoing that. And taking kids out of the equation didn't help to restore the community's image. Pride events had turned into an exercise in depravity, with kink, fetish, nudity, lewd acts taking place in person, in real life, in front of other people. And a decent portion of gay and lesbian people abhorred this and refused to participate, while others cheered it on. I found so many articles like why kink, BDSM, and leather should be included at Pride and keep Pride nude, which both essentially argue that fetish is an expression of queer culture and sexuality, and criticisms of these are racist and bad for children. I'm not joking. They make the claim that this is racist and harmful to children. I think we have different perceptions of harm to children. Is there a way that we can just put people who think like this on a ship and then send them to Jupiter? I would like that. I support that. On top of all of this insanity, there were the very, very public scandals. In 2022, Sam Brinton, a non-binary Biden official, was caught stealing women's luggage from the airport and then wearing...
What? Disgraced non-binary former... Disgraced non-binary former Biden official Sam Brinton will be held in men's jail awaiting extradition on charges of stealing African fashion designer suitcase. What the fuck? They're fucking stupid.
Sharing it in photos online. In 2023, a Senate staffer made an adult tape in a Senate office building. The individual who was involved showed zero remorse after the fact, telling New York Magazine that he didn't regret what he did, and given how boring his job was, he was only finding a way to entertain himself. And let's not forget the 2022 attempts, while fringe, to normalize MAPS, or fans of the playground, with some groups arguing that this was just as much a sexuality as same-sex attraction. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think this same push came from the bestiality crowd and the men who want to dress as little girls.
I don't know. I think it's coming up from these perverts that are in high positions of power. These officials, these people in high positions of power are trying to pass their freaking weird kink, sex, fetish crap. And they're putting that stuff into the Pride parade and other shit somehow. You know, they have money, they have influence, so they're able to do shit like that. That's what I believe.
And be in diapers and things.
Perfect example. The reference for that stuff is those fucking the Bohemian Grove, and also the movie with Tom Cruise. I think it was Eyes Wide Shut. It's another one that references them.
And actually furries. I'm sure that furries fit in here somewhere. Honorable mention for all the children who started identifying as cats and birds and fish and whatnot. That's probably the furries' fault. I'm gonna blame the furries. Let's also not forget that in response to all of this and the people who were pushing back against the indoctrination in schools and these drag kids and these drag events and what have you, there were always the LGBT plus protesters who turned up to clash with the people saying, no, please don't do this to our children. You don't have to look far at all to find video evidence and articles and whatnot about these clashes, which unfortunately I can't show you on YouTube. I would love to, but I can't. Anyway, I could continue listing examples, and honestly worse examples that aren't YouTube friendly, because there are a lot of them. But regardless of how many of these I show you, the point here is that this has led to the very aggressive and sharp turn away from the LGBT movement, the community, and Pride. See, I don't think that your average person actually cares if somebody is gay or straight or a bag of turnips. I think what they care about is having these ideas and concepts and things shoved down their throat. Yeah. I think people are fatigued, especially with the trans movement, especially with the
weird shit that's fucking popping up. Yeah, like I don't care if like back then when the Pride Parade first heard about it and it first started, well not first started, but when I first heard about it, I was like, okay, you know, lesbians and gays doing their thing, whatever, I don't care. Like, you know, go ahead and celebrate in your own whatever you do, just don't get any kids involved or any shit like that. But after that, I just started taking off with that weird weird shit that's going on now. It's really fucked up.
Gender ideology movement, with this queer activism that we're seeing everywhere, and I think your average person just wants to be left in peace. The irony for me is that plenty of gay and lesbian people who I either know personally or have seen online are so disillusioned with this movement and this community that they themselves have completely separated. These are people who do not feel represented by the corporatization of Pride, nor the degeneracy and depravity that goes along with all of this. The activists who have pushed for all of this have created a rigid resistance to all things associated with the rainbow flag, and ironically, their efforts to force acceptance have only created more derision, given they associated their community with some pretty gross things. It also doesn't help that these activist types take to social media and gloat about making others uncomfortable or upset with their antics. Similar to the point that I made about the collapse of the trans movement, people are so sick of the zealotry coming out of this community. They are tired of walking on eggshells lest they be accused of homophobia or one of the other 5 bajillion phobias. They are tired of being berated for not celebrating or backing a movement that has gotten progressively more and more bizarre and depraved.
Yeah, especially when they expect you to call they, them, z, zim, flay, fla, flu, flu, and all that fucking weird ass shit. Like, no, fuck, if you look like a man and you have an Adam's apple, yeah, I'm going to call you a man. I'm going to go say, hey, sir. I'm not going to say some other fucking shit. And if you say you're non-binary, like you don't identify as a fucking man or a woman, I'm just going to call you as I see you. That's it. I'm not going to fucking adhere to your fucking version of reality. I'm adhering to reality in general.
I think most of us are very fed up with being accused of bigotry when we ask that children be left alone and pride be less inappropriate and sexualized. So when you put all of this together and more, all the things that I haven't mentioned in this video, it's really not surprising why some people are reneging their support and the people who were largely indifferent are starting to actively dislike this movement and this community. Color me crazy, but when you watch enough videos of children giving money to drag queens or shoving money into their clothing as they perform, or little kids interacting with men in puppy play fetish masks and whatnot out in public, it's probably enough to sour one's opinion of not only the community, but just pride in general. So while progressives scream very loudly about homophobia being the primary root reason why people are moving away and getting off of Rainbow Road, your average person has stopped listening and stopped caring. Because when you make everything about weird, gross sex stuff, no one wants to hang out with you. Imagine that. The gross public behavior, the emphasis on the trans, queer, gender ideological portion of all of this, the going after children has only really accelerated people getting very fatigued with all of this. And in the end, I am very curious to see if this will lead to a toning down of the events and parades and what have you with relation to Pride.
I don't know.
Or if this will lead to the activist class doubling down and getting even more aggressive and more obnoxious. I guess only time will tell.
Yeah, time will
now,
tell.
On that note, and before I open the floor to all of you, this is just a reminder to check out Fume using the link in the description. As you guys know, I love Fume. They have been such a great supporter of this channel. They are a great company, so if you are struggling with a bad habit that you are looking to stop, definitely check them out. Now, open the floor to all of you. What do you all think? Are you on my side of this issue where you think that there will be quite a big pendulum swing away from the depravity and the ickiness and whatnot that's gone along with Pride over the last...
Yeah, I'm on the side of sanity, not insanity. Oh, man.
Last number of years. Do you think that this is kind of a natural byproduct of any movement, that they always accelerate ultimately into zealotry and extremism? Do you think that this is a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? Do you think that corporate pride is over and corporations are done with all of this? Do you think that it's Trump's fault? Do you think that it's not Trump's fault? Do you blame the activist class like a lot of people do? And what you generally make of this issue overall? As always, if you have made it this far in in the video, congratulations. I always like having you along for the full ride. If you are new here and you are not subscribed already and you would like to see more of me and more of this kind of content, feel free to subscribe to the channel, as well as leaving this video a like and a comment, because I do read the majority of them and I like hearing your feedback. Of course, and as per usual, I hope you all stay safe and well, my lovely little petal babies, and I will see your wonderful pretty faces in the next video.
What else is here? Emissary 0. Oh. Poised.
Hey, so fun fact, if you're a woman or feminine presenting, one of the fastest ways to anger in—
Shut up. What else is there?
Ready? Memes that only guys will understand. I am raising a son. I need to understand these things. You know, as a mom, I think it's very important. So, anyway, giving birth isn't as painful. What? Oh.
Giving birth isn't as painful as being kicked in the nut. Have you had a baby? No, but over the years.
Anyway, I guess I'll go for a break. And then
glass of water theory.
Yeah, go for a break, and then I guess maybe I'll play some games. Nothing really interesting to watch.
Did you shoot him? Yes!
Hey, yes.
What up, guys? Welcome.
Yeah.
Can't believe a Walmart is closed.
We blame everybody else for our shit.
That looks interesting.
Movie begins.
I saw the movie Final Destination Bloodlines. Good movie. You should definitely see it.
This.
Brian, you leave.
Hey, it's Christine Gray.
Mari? Maybe.
Hi guys, welcome to another TNTL. If you laugh.
TNTL. Anyways, I'll be right back. I'll go quick wash break. I guess we'll check out
I can't believe
this one here, because this seems kind of interesting. Alright, be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry it took so long. Let's check it out. This one's why stores are closing in black communities. All right, let's see why.
I can't believe a Walmart is closed.
We blame everybody else for our shit.
Whoa,
everything is either being shut down or locked up near black people, and I'm honestly frustrated about it. As a black man in America, I'm tired of other black people playing the victim and blaming everything on the white man's fault. Are there some injustices that we still need to fight past? Yes. In the year 2025, and I'm still being judged just based merely on the color of my skin? Yes. But also in the year 2025, it's hard for me to look in this camera and not apply nuance and context to that fact. Because back in the day, yes, people were actually racist and just hated anybody that was brown, and they felt like they were superior over brown people because they were slaves. But nowadays, it's hard for me to sit here in front of this camera and say that, you know, people don't have a reason to be prejudiced. Like, that sounds so awful, that sounds so wrong, but the data is there, the math is there. Stores are fleeing black neighborhoods. Even black people are fleeing the black neighborhoods. It's like no one wants to be around it. And in this video, we're gonna go over exactly that and why. We're gonna discuss why so many stores are closing down in predominantly black neighborhoods, why so many things are being locked up, why even restaurants are shutting down or shutting their doors, and why there's so many prejudices against the black community and black people in general when it comes to these stores and institutions and shopping while black. Additionally, if you like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe. It helps the channel grow a ton. At that, I'm going on tour. All information can be found at amirodom.com, amirodom.com. And we'll be
not to mention too, well, right now in Canada we have the drug addict epidemic, where there's now more drug addicts in Canada than ever before, and theft is up because of them, because they're stealing stuff so they get their fix. And in the area where I live, where they have a bunch of Walmart stores, some Walmart stores have closed down because that's the main store that the crackheads, for some reason, always steal from all the time. Yeah. So they closed a few Walmarts where I live in Canada because it just wasn't worth it in the areas anymore, because the crackheads were just stealing from that place like crazy. From grocery meats to fucking items in the toy store area, to the bikes, to whatever, you name it, anything that can be stolen in Walmart, they were doing that. Crazy.
We doing Q&A, meet and greet, talking about politics, culture, the weekly news, childhood trauma, race issues, gay issues, just the whole gamut wide of things. I'm coming to 9 different cities across the US, and I'm even coming to Canada. So again, all information can be found at amirodom.com, and I can't wait to meet you.
Save money, live better. Just not in Homewood, Plainfield, or Lincolnwood.
This is a big hit to the community because, I mean, Walmart have great prices, honestly, so I can't believe a Walmart is closed.
But it's happening. This location on South Halsted in Homewood will permanently close next month. The reason, Walmart says, because of poor performance record. It, quote, did not meet Walmart's financial expectations.
It's like they're trying to starve the black neighborhood or something. I don't know what's going on, because it's always crowded. Every time you come up here, the lot is crowded until they close. I mean, so how are you not making money?
You're not making money because people are stealing. People are ruining the profits. And obviously there's law-abiding citizens who are buying items from these Walmarts, but due to the financial reasons that they've outlined and all the theft that is rampant in these stores, they just decided to shut down. And it sucks because it's always the bad people that ruin it for everybody else, and there's so many people that depend on these stores. You know, Walmart is the jack of all trades here in the United States. It's literally a one-stop shop that people actually use to get their groceries done, buy their clothes, get all the electronics, get their groceries, get their oil change, get their nails done, get a haircut, what else? Get your eye prescriptions, and then get your medicine. It's literally the biggest, like, all-in-one store we have here in America. People depend on it, especially low-income communities, but ironically, the low-income communities are also the black communities, which, yes, there's some racial things that extend past that, but in the year 2025, we can make our way out of it, okay? And we have a plethora of black people just ruining it for everybody else, and it's so just unfortunate.
Would shoppers not buying Walmart's explanation?
Is it always busy? It's always busy. It's always busy here. Usually I'd be like, oh, let me hurry up and try to get in and get out.
It's always busy. It's always busy, but they never have nothing.
If you wasn't making money, you'd have been closed.
Well, they're closing now. And it's not just Walmart, it's also around this time, Target is closing, CVS is closing, Walgreens are closing. All near black people. And yes, it's obviously also the low-income communities, hence low-income. They're still in the items they don't want to pay for. They don't have the money to pay for it. But I do find it ironic that even for me living in the Deep South, you go to these low-income white communities and, you know, the yee haw, very country, hoedown cities, and nothing's locked up. When you go to these Walmarts deep in the country, there's not much locked up, if anything at all.
Yeah.
But if you go to a Walmart in the hood, it's a different story.
Yep.
Why is that?
Oh, we have healthcare deserts. We have food deserts.
Yes, sir.
And we wonder why.
Yes, sir.
Our communities look like they look.
Speak
That
the
we
truth.
have violence every single day.
Speak the truth.
It is just not on us.
Who's committing the violence? I'm confused. Yes, our communities are stricken and our communities are impoverished and there's so much crime, but like who's doing the crime?
It is on the corporate citizens that come into our community and ravage our community. And Walmart, you should be absolutely ashamed of yourselves. You are the reason that our communities lack the investment that they have. We should not have to go out of our communities to find jobs. We should not have to go out of our communities to get medicine.
I'll give you a little credit in that Walmart does shut down a lot of the mom and pop shops. And
yeah, it's true too. That's true. Like these chain stores like Walmart, Best Buy and everything, they do tend to shut down a lot of the smaller shops, small to medium businesses, because they can afford to have more capital, more stock, and that unfortunately attracts more people to them. So that's true there.
And the little stuff around, because obviously it's an all-in-one store. You might as well just go to Walmart to get everything done. Then a bunch of little stores, I'll give you that. But we're also not going to sit here and act like Walmart doesn't employ the people in the neighborhood. Walmart doesn't employ so many people. They do. They bring jobs. They bring the tax money. They actually do help certain communities out there. But we just can't sit here and blame corporate America for how our hoods are decrepit, when in reality, it's more of a culture problem. Are there some things out there that have played a huge factor into the shape of, you know, our communities, whether it be redlining or whether it be, you know, actual racist businesses out there? You know, for example, them payday loan places. You really only can find them in the hood, because in the words of Kanye, black people can't read. And by what he meant by that is like a lot of black people aren't reading the fine print. A lot of black people aren't doing the due diligence to be financially literate. Even for myself, I knew nothing about finances until recently. And to me, that's more of a culture thing of like, why aren't we reinvesting knowledge and growth into our community and teaching other people about, you know, savings and taxes and stocks? Is like nobody's doing that. Why? Because you get called lame. You get called talking white. All anybody wants to talk about in the black community is becoming a ball player, becoming a producer, becoming a rapper, a model. Yeah. That's it. No one wants to talk about, at least it's rising a little bit, but no one wants to talk in great length about becoming other things, like lawyers, like doctors, like teachers,
engineers, you know, scientists, stuff like that.
Like, no one's really pushing for that as much as we need to. What we do see more often, time after time, is stuff like this, where you have somebody just blaming everybody else except themselves or our own communities.
We should not go out of our communities to be able to shop. We should be able to do all of this in our communities.
Right here.
We deserve to be able to shop.
Yes, sir.
Work.
Yes.
Play.
Yes.
In our own community.
Yes, you do deserve to work, play, and shop in your own communities, but you can't do that when your own people are ravaging the communities. You can't do that. You can't work in your communities when everybody else is stealing from said community. You can't shop in said communities when everybody's stealing from all the shops in the communities. You can't even play in your communities because so many people are busy shooting each other up in the park. So yes, I agree with this man in that you should be able to do all these things and feel safe and united and loved and cared for within your own community, but you can't do that if your own community is not taking care of the community. It's just it's not gonna happen.
You ever seen a Walmart so ghetto that they fucking lock up the
Everything
clothes?
is locked up in this Walmart. Every single thing, the t-shirts, the lotions, the detergents, everything is locked up. And why? Why are certain things locked up in certain communities but not others, other than theft? This isn't about being racist. This is about, because people hate it. Everybody acknowledges it. Even the businesses, the workers, we all acknowledge we hate everything being locked up, and they're they're sending more people away. Like, no one likes these things locked up. We all admit it, we all can agree, but what other option do they have when people don't have the common decency to pay for something? Again, like I said before, I can't find things locked up down in bumfuck Egypt, Tennessee. I can't. Everything's just out in the open because I hate it. I hate the prejudices. I hate the whole racism thing. I do. But why is it always only blocked up near black people? Why? Literally, why? The only Walmart I know that has everything in Target, the only Walmart and Target in Nashville that I know that everything is locked up, similar to this, also are in predominantly black areas. And somebody can look at that and say, well, yeah, because they're racist, anything black people are gonna steal, or they have the data to prove and show that black people are actually stealing. It sucks. There's no reason all these things deserve or need to be locked up in the way that they are. Just like these items, there's a lot of people locked up mentally. They can't speak on their thoughts like I am right now in this video about these topics because they don't want to be called racist. And we should not, we shouldn't be silenced in this way, because honestly, the only thing that should be silenced is your firearms, not your voice. And thanks to today's sponsor, Silencer Shop, they've got you covered. With the suppressor from Silencer Shop, your range of day gets even better and your hunts become unforgettable. Shooting suppress is quieter, cooler, and honestly a lot more fun. And yes, silencers are completely legal, and Silencer Shop makes it incredibly easy for you to get one. Suppressors mean tighter groups, less kicks, and no more ringing of your ears at the end of the day. Because whether you're hunting, shooting still targets, or just having a range day with your buddies, adding a suppressor to your firearm makes it pretty good to amazing. Silencer Shop has got the biggest and best selection of silencers out there that is perfect for any firearm or shooting style. And do keep in mind, they do much more than just sell silencers. Silencer Shop is out there every single day defending your Second Amendment rights and fighting for our freedom nationwide. Do your guns and your rights a favor and head over to Silencer Shop to see how much better they can be. Silencer Shop is the go-to spot to get a suppressor.
Black folks, we done stole and robbed ourselves out of a fucking resource that even the elderly people of this community would not even be able to have access to. I'm ashamed and I'm saddened because black folks, we are so quick to always say, well, this person is not doing this and the white man this and the white man that. We blame everybody else for our shit. But then when we are tapped out of resources in our own community, we don't ever want to look at ourselves and point the finger back at ourselves and say, okay, I think maybe we fucked up. Maybe we shouldn't have been going in there stealing TVs and going in there stealing electronics and all this other shit. Because one thing about these white folks and these major corporations, they're all about money. So they don't care nothing about making sure we have resources in our neighborhoods. And this is how they gentrify our neighborhoods. Because when you're taking...
I don't know about gentrify.
How they gentrify...
Gingerfy? 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 You mean gentify? Or gingerfy? Gingerfy. Gingerfy. I think she means, gentify. Gentrification. Gentrify. not gentrify. Yeah. Gentrify is change character of a poor urban area through wealthier people moving in, improving housing, and attracting new businesses, typically displacing current inhabitants in the process. Gentrify, not gentrify.
Our neighborhoods. Because when you're taking...
I don't know about gentrify. That's wholesome. She's in it. I've done it too. It's okay. And
yeah. It's an honest mistake. It's just, it's funny. Gentrify. Just nothing but a bunch of ginger people walking around.
In terms of gentrifying neighborhoods, I think that's totally fine to reinvest in neighborhoods and really, revitalize the communities and build it up. There's ways to do that. Really, here's the deal. When it comes to gentrification, it seems like you can do it in a feasible and nice way only if the existing community is aiding with it as well and respecting the areas and growing with the areas. Are some people getting priced out? Yes, people get priced out everywhere. That's just life, this is how it is. But in terms of gentrifying a neighborhood, I'm completely fine with that. I don't find really any issues with that as long as you're paying homage to, how the community is and keeping in mind different quirks of how like the style and the vibe of that little neighborhood is. Totally fine. Now, in regards to Walmart leaving and only being taking care of money, yeah, I agree. These major corporations, they only care about the money. Hence, they're going to leave when they're not making money when people just robbing and stealing from them. Like she said, black folk want to point the finger at everybody else except ourselves and really think about, okay, why are these major corporations, why the Walmarts, the Targets, the CVS's, the Walgreens, one, why are they closing near us? And two, why is everything locked up near us? Is it because of race? Like, is it merely just because of race? No, because if you go to wealthy black neighborhoods, they're always fine. It's the low-income black communities that are ravaging these stores, forcing them to leave. Because again, you go in the low-income white communities, it's not much locked up. Are there some stores for sure out there? Yeah. But when I go to the rinky-dink country stores, the Walmarts, the Dollar Generals, ain't nothing locked up. But you go to any store near the hood, it's locked up. And it's for this reason that this woman was outlining and saying, and she was spitting straight facts.
It's because you can don't mean you should. You done took your big claw having back ass in them people's store and you stole 5 times, and I'm talking about 5 times straight. You went in there, you done put your friends on, you done went back, sold the shit, back again, and now you go back for the 6th time. And once you get in there on the 6th time, you in there stealing again. You even go in the dressing room. You got a little bit more seasoned. And when you in there stealing, guess what happened? You on your way out the door. They catch you at the door. They make a big scene. They even bring the big bitches out to get you. So when they bring the big bitches out to get you, guess what? You crying. You in the back talking about, I can't go to jail, I'm gonna give it back. But what about the 5 times you stole before? Huh? What about the $100 of shit that you stole before? Now you in the back crying. Now you saying, oh my God, I can't go back to jail. Oh my God, this is my last strike. And then you sitting here crying. No, don't cry now. You should have been crying the fucking river when you stole it the 10th time. And the mother 11th time and the 12th time and all the other stores in the fucking mall. And now you crying and you embarrassed because now you got court and then you got to call somebody and then they got to put their money up for you and you ain't got no fucking money to put up for your stuff. Stop stealing. Just because you can don't mean you should.
He ain't said none but a word. Stop stealing. Just because you can does not mean you should. And you watch these cold blue cams, these Midwest safeties, daily dose of crime, all these like body cam footages. You look at all the thefts and robberies in these stores. Listen, they just be stealing and stealing and stealing. And I always want to cry and play the victim as if they haven't done this before. Like, we just behaved. It goes back, honestly, it goes back to how our mindset as a society. It goes back to how, you know, when I went skiing and snowboarding, everybody left their stuff out because, like, no one's really gonna steal your stuff. Do some things get stolen at a ski resort? Yes. I'm not saying they don't, but more often than not, being around the sea of white people, you're able to leave something around and it's gonna be fine. Nothing's really gonna happen, but you can't leave shit around a black community. It goes back to those one videos I was reacting to where it was a joke, but it was real. You're walking down the hood with a PS5 in your hand, someone's gonna jump you for it. You leave a wallet on the ground or some cat. I dropped a wallet in the hood. Someone walks up behind me, they're just gonna take it. But you do it in the white community, they're like, hey sir, you dropped your wallet. Like, these memes, these jokes, these stereotypes, these prejudices, they exist for a reason, and it's okay to call it out, and it doesn't make you racist or whatever it may be. It's just realistic. And more black people are speaking up about this because we're tired of it. You don't have to steal every damn thing. Work hard and pay for something once in your damn life.
Days ago, 3 women from Rochester, New York were here in Chicago to celebrate a birthday and left behind one heck of a surprise. They decided to dine and dash after grief.
So Vibes, thank you for free food. And why would you tag the... Why would you dine and dash and then tag the business?
After greasing their fingers on chicken wings, eating Alfredo, and washing it all down with flights of drinks.
Now you see them and now you don't. We've blurred the video because the trio hasn't been charged yet, but you can't miss that distinctive blue wig and the massive tab they left behind.
The server went to the table. They asked for the ticket to be split. She left from this table behind me to a few steps away.
Not a black... See... How are you gonna black folk? How are you screaming and crying? We need to support black-owned businesses, black businesses, yes, and then you steal from them. We can't have nothing.
Way, click the button. As she left, they got up one at a time and walked out.
3 days ago, the 3 women from Rochester, New York visited Soul Vibes in the Near North neighborhood to celebrate a birthday and left behind a surprise, an unpaid tab of over $200.
They actually ran out the door and ran and hid behind a service vehicle that was in traffic.
They decided to dine and dash after devouring chicken wings, Alfredo, and washing it all down with flights of drinks.
Devouring chicken and lemon drops. These news people be cracking me up.
It's not violent, but it's a crime, and it affects us, and it affects our bottom dollar, and it affects our team members.
They were spotted on surveillance, leaving one by one within 30 seconds of the server stepping away. They also forgot that they signed up on the wait list before being seated, including their name and phone number. And to add insult to injury, they posted this onto social media, thanking the restaurant for the free food while laughing at waitstaff like Chloe Jackson.
I'm here 3 days a week.
Their greedy crime comes with a much heavier cost.
Some places do make the servers come out and pay for those bills, but Fab and Soul Vibes here, they don't make us pay for it. Well, that's really grateful because $300, $400 could really break our bank for that day.
Sadly, Dine and Dash incidents are on the rise. The owners run 2 Soul Vibes locations and 3 I Can't Believe It's Not Meat restaurants. And in the last 6 months, they've seen an uptick in these type of incidents. These are just a few of the incidents they've recorded.
It's an industry of pennies and nickels. So when you get these Dine and Dash incidences...
I saw the colors. It's always the Browns. It's the Browns, the Browns. Why we gotta act like this? Why? Why? Again, I bring back BLM because it's always such a big thing in our society. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Act for once like our livelihoods matter, okay? You've been hipping and hollering about black-owned businesses. You got a black-owned business, and then we're robbing from them. Dine and Dash and all that. And you wonder why these businesses are always shutting down. Listen, all the black clubs in Nashville have just been shot up, and then they're gone. The black-owned businesses just be gone. You wonder why black folk... It's a meme. It's a thing in black culture. Black people we can't have nothing. We can't have shit because of how we're acting. These memes, these jokes, these prejudices, there's an underlying truth behind it all.
This is for my black people. Keep y'all black asses off from over the restaurant counters when your order don't get done right or they don't give you your change correctly or fast enough. Don't you jump your black ass over that counter. Which, hey, people working at the restaurant, get you a brick. When they jump over that damn counter trying to be honest, bust them in the head with that motherfucking brick. I'm sick of seeing black people jump over these counters trying to be greedy with these food because 8 times out of 10, y'all got y'all shit right. You just making up an excuse so you can jump over the counter, record yourself going on the counter so you can go viral while stealing chicken. We sick of it. Y'all, restaurant, bust them in the head with a brick.
See,
stop it.
He on some real stuff. It's not just me on this damn camera with this YouTube channel talking smack about the black community. This is real stuff happening and people are documenting and making videos about it and telling people stop stealing, jumping on these damn counters between the dine and dashing, and you got the black, again, you gotta watch all the body cam footage. It's crazy out there, y'all. It's absolutely insane. But you always got black people in the hood, hippering and hollering at restaurants. Every time I was just in New York. Every time I land in New York or I'm in a restaurant, something always going down at a Popeyes or a Pizza Shack. Why? The McDonald's too. It don't matter what it is. If it's a fast food restaurant, there's always going to be, not always, but there's typically going to be hippering and hollering. There's something in cahoots going on, right? And this black man right here is tired of seeing other black people act a fool and is advocating for restaurants to grab that thing and bust them beside the head. And I have some strict, harsh crime sentences that I think people should be doing. When they're like repeat offenders and like thieving and scamming and drugs. Like, I think we need to be way more stricter. Like, I won't get into it in this video, but I think we need to be extremely more strict on our crimes because no one cares. They know that nothing's gonna happen. Oh, I have nothing to live for, so I'm just go to jail. I don't care. Like, personally, I think we should really be scaring people from doing crimes. Like, make it terrifying. If I get caught doing this, life is game over. We need to bring that back, if you catch my drift. And this guy's even advocating for restaurants to buzz people upside the head when they stealing, which I'm not even mad at. I'm protecting my business. I'm treating my business like my home. You step in my home, you're gonna get capped. That's just what it is. So, I mean, maybe restaurants should just start grabbing bricks. You gonna jump over my counter? You're gonna try to assault my employees? Bink! I'm so glad no water just came out of that. That would've went everything. Oh, I'm so glad this is nearly empty. I did it, and then everything just flashed in front of my face. But anyways, yes, take that damn thing and yop. It needs to happen. Something needs to happen because people are fed up of black people acting a fool. Even.
I got it already.
What the hell? What the fuck? Oh!
Roll.
Just go ahead and leave it.
Leave it. Ain't got the nerve to try to pick it up.
Jeez.
Go ahead and leave it.
Not the body roll out the damn car. Ain't got the nerve to try and still pick everything up. Black, see, again, N-words. And it's because of people like this, everything we've gone through in this video, from the black folks stealing, the dining, dashing, all the looting, the crimes, everything that we've been seeing, right? All the looting, the stealing, the crimes, the dine and dash. that people, especially store owners, they look at black people differently, and we get prejudices, we get judged because of how majority of people like us look and act in the streets. I have to remove myself and look at this objectively and say, is there a difference between judging black people, let's say in 1905 versus 2025? Is it the same reason or is it different? Personally, I think it's different. I think in like 1905, after slavery and even the Jim Crow era, people looked down on black people because they were just black. People stole from black people because they were just black. People took advantage of black people just because they were black.
Yeah.
It was horrible back then. But I think it's different now, in the sense that we have all these freedoms. We can do what we want to do. We can be successful. We can thrive. We can do anything in America. It's a free country. There's no law stopping me for doing anything a little Tim Tam can down the street.
Yeah.
That's a given. But for some reason now, with all these freedoms, black people are acting a fool out here in these streets. We hip and holler all the time about being the minority in this country. Then why do we make a majority of the most worst things in our society? And then want to be upset that someone looks at me and judges me, even though they're more than likely just looking at the data and how typically someone like me looks, acts out there. If we want to talk about being the minority, okay, you got, let's say 13% of black people in the United States, cut that in half, boom, we'll just go with 6% male versus female. Okay, boom, we'll cut that down in half again to around roughly 2 to 3% of black men ages between 18 and 30. So now we're looking at that super small minority. Obviously not everybody in that group, but someone that is so rare to see in our society, so to say. You know, we're not make up that huge of a population in the United States, accounting for a lot of the worst things. This is why so many black creators are on here talking about the black community and taking ownership of how we're acting in the street. It comes to no surprise why these businesses are shutting down. It comes to no surprise why I get judged in the stores. It comes to no surprise how I get treated sometimes by people out there.
Yeah, because it's a lot of bad apples. Yeah, a lot of bad apples rooting for the good apples.
Because shit, what, do you blame them? Can you really blame them?
Being black is when you walk into a store, don't get greeted, but then someone walks in behind you and they get. It was literally like less than a minute.
This has happened to me, where I've walked into a store, said hello to somebody, they don't say hi. Then a white person walk in behind me and they say hi. It's shady, it's wrong, and on one end, yeah, race is like, wow, and like you're not even looking at me like a human. You're just like, black person walked in my store. But on the flip side, if I'm removing myself, I'm removing my ego, and I'm looking at this objectively, who's always stealing from stores? Who's acting a fool in these stores? Who has the attitude in the stores? Who's yelling in the stores? Who's fighting in the stores? I'm just being honest. It is really quite literally unfortunate that it's come to this, that because of how we're acting, now this is how we're viewed.
I just had the most horrible experience with shopping, and it just really makes me want to cry. No word of a lie. As you can see, these are my bags. A Nike bag, H&M bag. This is my shopping bag. I walk into Whole Foods and I grab a basket. Why did I grab the basket? Because I do not want to have to carry all these freaking bags. I saw the security officer. This man literally followed me. Every time I turned my back, he followed me. Me being me, I walk up to him. Why are you following me?
This has happened to me too. I've been followed in a store. Sucks. It does. And I want to say it's unfair. It's unfair that I get judged and sometimes I get followed in a store. It's rare, but it has happened to me before. But then you look at how other people who look like me act. Should I be that surprised that I'm being misjudged? You're a black woman walking into the store with 3 different bags, and you put all the bags in the cart, and now you're going to go through the store. One, black or white doesn't matter. It's already sus when you're bringing in outside bags. 2, it's already sus when you're bringing in an empty bag and you have 3 other bags, and it's already suspect. It really is. But then you add on that other layer of, who's constantly doing the stealing in these stores? Who's trying to run out? Who is causing all the issues? It's typically someone that looks like you, even though it's not you, and it's wrong to be judged in that way. But these prejudices exist for a reason. It's not just coming out of nowhere. Other black people talk about it. We can acknowledge it. We can look around the community. We know all the scammers out there that exist. We see it. We live it. We breathe it. We notice it. And yeah, it makes people emotional. Yeah, it makes things not fair. But on the flip side, if you're removing yourself, are we that surprised? So why are all these stores closing near black communities? Well, it's because if we're taking accountability, if we're looking at things objectively, it's because of how the black community is acting and how our culture is and how we treat these stores in our communities in these areas. There's a lack of respect for simple businesses in these neighborhoods. There's no like cultural awareness. I don't know the exact word for this, but there's no shared hopeful outlook. Everything's so individualized. Like, I'm just taking care of me and my family. I'm gonna steal this. I'm gonna take this. Instead of looking at the community as a whole. Like, even on a smaller scale, if I can avoid shopping on Amazon, I would. And I would just go down to the Kroger, the Home Depot, the Best Buy, whatever it may be, to support the local business. Because I think it's important to pay attention to your local area. That's just how I am. And I don't think people in Black communities do that. They're very self-centered. They barely know their neighbors. And I'm not trying to be super like judgy, racist, or prejudiced, but like it is what it is. This is what we see. This is what we experience. This is what we're living. It's why you go to these Walmarts and these Targets and these Walgreens in the hood, everything's locked up. On one end, I want to say, oh, it's only the major cities. It's when you're like in the city of San Francisco or LA or New York or Chicago, and you're in the city proper, yeah, everything's locked up because of homeless people. Not the things that I see out here, especially like in Tennessee. When I'm visiting other cities, I'm talking about suburbs. I'm talking like the outskirts of the town still having things really locked up. Like the Walmart and the Target that I'm talking about here in Nashville is maybe 15 minutes from downtown, and like 15 minutes like going on the interstate, you know? So these things are real, these things are out there, and it's because of how Black culture is and how Black people act out there. It's unfortunate, it's the harsh truth, and I want better for our community. Obviously, I talk about this in the Black Fatigue video that I just did. If you haven't watched that, be sure to check it out. It's almost at like 900,000 views, I think, which thank you guys for sharing and the support on that. It's absolutely mind-blowing. But we talk about this often in that video, and this idea that people and other Black people are tired of how we're acting. We're tired of the constant disrespect to our own community, to our own people, to our own culture, when in reality, we could be so much further in life if we treated everything around us, not just Black people, but everyone around us with respect, with love, with courtesy, and didn't get too in our heads about being judged, because if we're looking at it objectively, they kind of have a reason to judge. Again, the memes, the usual suspects. It's unfortunate, but there's some truth to it. It's always the usual suspects that are doing something wrong. So let me know in the comments below your thoughts. If you are Black, do you understand where I'm coming from? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know below. And if you're not Black, please add to the conversation below in the comment section. What do you think? What are your thoughts about all this and the stores shutting down your Black communities and everything's being locked up? What has your experience been like? I would love to know. As always, thank you for taking your time sitting here and watching this content with me and spending this time with me. It means more than you know, truly, for sharing this content, liking this content, subscribing. And for all the people that have bought tickets to my tour this fall, I'm coming to a city near you: Toronto, New York, Chicago, Atlanta, Houston, Dallas, Phoenix, Seattle, LA, Atlanta. I'll be in your city this fall. Come on down, come meet me. All information can be found at AmirOdom.com or in the links below. Again, I hope that you're doing everything in your power and your will to take care of you. Do whatever you have to do to achieve your goals and dreams with respect, obviously, and integrity. Lock in tunnel vision. Don't be misguided. Don't be distracted by anybody else's life, because you never know what they're going through too. Everybody's dealt cards, all about how we're playing it, okay? And you can see somebody living their best, brightest life, but you don't know what's going to happen a year later, or if they're going to come crashing down, or if they're just prior to what you see now has just been complete hell. You don't know. So do whatever you can to focus only on you, and you will get there. Again, my name is Amir Odom, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Deuces.
Yep, it's true, unfortunately. It's just, yeah, it's what's happening right now. Like, their own worst enemy, unfortunately. Mari, what's Mari up to?
Where is it going? No. No!
Oh, nice.
That's it. I'm giving up YouTubing. I'm graduating and I'm gonna become a golfer. That changed my life. I now see the way. I'm just kidding. Hi, I'm Mari. Hope you're having a good day, and I hope this video makes today just a little bit better.
This is your daily dose of internet. There's an electric car in China that is able to float like a boat to help anyone who might be stuck in a flood.
That's so cool!
Water car.
Wow. Dude. Dude.
Water car, man. That's cool.
Oh, what in the world is going on?
Whoa, shit. Damn.
Brother! The world.
Fucking, old guy almost got deleted. Holy shit.
Is going.
Yo, shit. Yo.
Brother! You can't be doing that to me!
Holy shit.
Her pet duck wasn't scared and loved being in the hailstorm.
This girl, it's hailing. Look at her.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Loves
What
being in the
is
hail.
that, bro?
Sammy don't take too kindly to you messing with his water. He's liable to buck
He's gonna
you in
get you.
there.
He's gonna get you. He's gonna get you. Push him. You know you want to.
He's drinking the one.
Oh, there we go. Hello? Oh, God.
Weird looking baby.
Why does it look like that?
Weird looking baby.
Oh, it's a
They were
baby,
trying to
that's
compare
why.
the camera zoom between an iPhone and a Samsung.
Look at this Android.
Hey,
Hold on, let me see.
Dude, that's insane. Dude, that's insane. iPhone, when are you going to set that up so that way I get better tracking on my model?
Apple's better, bro. Look at
Apple's
Oh,
Yeah,
there
what the
we
hell?
go. The step up is real. I'm just kidding.
What the hell?
Yo.
Yeah, cat's playing
Ain't
on
no
too.
way the cat's doing that, bro. I told you guys, pole dancing is a good workout, you know? Strengthens your abs.
Fodder to move up, even if it's incrementally, even if you jump 10
Whoa.
spots
Holy
to get
shit.
a dive that is on your board as a value.
You'll never guess what's about to fall out of the sky.
Tree?
Wow.
The fuck that come from?
Wait, a tire?
Where the hell did that come from?
It must have been from like a cliff or something. Like, that's so odd. Wow.
I can't tell if he did this on purpose or not.
Hey, it worked though.
She get all these butterflies to follow her movements.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's cool.
Oh, is it because they think it's a butterfly?
Huh. That's pretty cool.
That's so cool.
Huh. Oh.
What? Hey, yo, hey, yo.
Start dancing.
He didn't want to sleep by himself anymore, so he dragged his bed to their bed.
Oh, that's so cute.
Doesn't want to sleep by himself.
That's so cute. He's like, I sleep up here now with you guys.
You got me the weighted blanket.
Oh, okay. Hear me out though. Weighted blankets are actually really nice. It's supposed to like simulate like, you know, like you being hugged, and it's supposed to help with like anxiety and like help you like fall asleep, especially if like you like feeling like compressed and stuff. It's very interesting.
This is how moving companies operate in South Korea.
That's so cool. That's so cool. What the heck? That's a high building. I don't want to face the world stage. What the heck? Oh.
This is what a Latvian passport looks like under ultraviolet light.
That's
Nice.
so cool. What the heck?
That looks cool.
Dude. Passport art goes insane. What?
They were driving through a tunnel when the fire control system randomly turned on.
Foam.
Ooh, bubbles. Bubbles. It's like a car wash.
Bubbles.
Come on, little guy. You got it. Yeah, you did it. Oh, no. Ooh.
Ouch.
That's gonna hurt.
This cow managed to steal this motorcycle.
What? No way. What is it? What is it doing? What the heck? That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, bless you. Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
I had no idea that boneless ghosts existed.
Aww. Look at it. Oh, it's falling asleep now. He's dead. Okay, what is this? Cards.
Cool.
Paper. Cards! Oh!
For some reason, this dog has a really weird bark that makes it sound like a sea lion.
Oh! Oh!
What's the carpet?
Alright. Sometimes you just gotta get back up, you know? It happened, and you took that with pride.
Showing how whales trap fish by creating a wall of bubbles.
Nice.
Oh. Oh, that's sick.
I knew that ants were strong, but this is kind of crazy.
Oh, yeah.
What the heck?
I wonder what that is equivalent to. A person, like an ant and a feather. Imagine that a person was the size of an ant trying to pull a feather. I wonder if he'd be able to. Probably not, eh? Just.
What the heck? The dog's like, where is it?
Why is this so satisfying to watch?
Professional.
How is the technique so good though? What the heck?
Yeah, look at that.
I could not do a good technique like that, bro. No way. No way! That's so good! What?
Sometimes in the winter, Lake Michigan can make these little balls of ice.
Dude. Why do they look like that?
This dog was seen pushing their owner across the street.
Aww. That's so cool. I love how dogs can be trained to
This
do this
tortoise
kind of
was
stuff.
flipped over and got stuck, but had a friend come by to help out.
Oh, help him. Oh, turtles help each other. Let's go. He's trying. Isn't it dangerous for like turtles to be flipped down like that? Like they can like die and stuff. Oh. Ooh. Oh.
Jumped off him.
Oh. Ooh. Oh. Yo, that's me accurately in real life when I try to do a cartwheel 3D modeling.
This has to be one of the craziest shots ever.
Where is it going? No. No!
Nice.
That's it. You know what? You know what? I'm giving up YouTubing. I'm graduating. I'm never gonna touch the internet again, and I'm gonna become a golfer. That changed my life. I now see the way. I'm just kidding.
A puddle of bees was spotted in New York City.
No. No.
Puddle
no,
of bees.
I'm not messing with that, bro. And just so you guys know, before anyone in the comments says to kill the bees and stuff, the bees are going extinct, you guys. And if the bees go extinct, you guys are gonna die. You guys are gonna die, so leave the bees alone. All I know is I'm staying far away from that. Is that where the bees want to be? Let them be.
This cat that makes it start licking aggressively.
Is he getting ticklish? Is it ticklish? He's getting ticklish. He's getting ticklish. Get a rubber cat.
This giant roll cloud was spotted in Virginia.
That's interesting.
I got to show everyone the ridiculousness at the back door. I thought she wanted in, just like Chris did the other day. She's belly up to the bar for another drink.
They're trying to skip the line to get up the mountain faster when this happened.
Careful.
Oh no. What a bunch of dumbasses, bro.
Yeah. Dumbasses for sure, yeah.
These fish were spotted crossing the road by traveling over land.
Huh.
How long can they breathe without water?
Huh, look at that.
Are they really just doing that? No way.
Key ingredient can keep the killer drug from
That is the end of this video. We hope you enjoyed.
I did enjoy it, and I hope you all enjoyed this too. Maybe
was
I
alright.
did just a little bit
Give it a
better.
like.
If you want to see the uncensored versions of these videos, then check out my Patreon where I upload all uncensored content as well as some other videos on there. And let me know what your thoughts were down in the comments below. And there's anything else you'd like to see on this channel because I upload every single day. And with that, thank you so much for watching. And remember, everything reminds you of something. Bye.
Skew chat.
Why do you guys know about
What
women's
the hell?
kiss?
She's like,
Why do you guys know
The fuck?
about women's kiss pilling? Women say something. A lot of
Wait. Why are you guys saying hi to Shu? Are you guys... Stop making me paranoid. Stop saying hello! She's lurking. How do you know? Don't say that. She lurks here. Stop making his... Stop making me schizo. Okay? She's always lurking. Stop making me schizo! We can smell her.
what the hell? Jeez.
You guys are whores. All of you. All of you are whores. I want you to know. And I don't believe you.
Whores. Whores.
She's in the walls. She can be in my walls. Silence. We are learning how to understand women. Go away. Big on thoughts. Stop gaslighting your streamer. Let's go. Oops.
time it means something different. So I'm gonna teach you guys women's language. Welcome to my class. I am Ginny. This is a Rees 101.
Let's go.
class. This is almost universal in women. Almost.
I, as a professional female, I will either back her up or tell you if she is wrong. Okay, I have many years of female experience.
Not every.
All right. Let's see what this Riz 101 class is. I don't know, man. I don't know. Sounds like there's some. Well, we'll see. Well, I'll hold off in the comments first. Let's check it out.
Everyone, but most of the women. Number one. Okay, this is an easy one. Okay, when women say
What?
everyone, but most of the women. Number
Yeah.
one. Okay, this is an
Why I
easy
can't understand?
Not everyone, but most of the women. Number
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Okay, this is an easy one. Okay, when women say, I'm fine.
Oh my god.
Do you think she means she's actually fine, chat? Like you ask, hey babe. You
Okay, that's an easy one. Obviously, she's if she says she's fine, she's never fine. She never have been fine.
Huh.
She was born on a lovely day, and even on that day, she wasn't fine already. Yeah, there's literally no good option here.
I don't know. Well, yeah, maybe it's because I'm a guy. Like there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's times when I had a girlfriend when she said she was fine, and then later on it ends up becoming an argument. So not too long down the road. But yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You look a little down. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Do you think she's fine
She's
or
not fine.
No,
fine?
not
Fine, 100%. She's fine? They're fine? No. Okay, I see a lot of
Never
people
fine.
say yes, but also a lot
Thank you, Taya.
of people say no. It means not
I am fine.
fine. A lot of times. It really depends on the tone. If you ask like, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Then it's not fine. But if you say like, yeah, I'm okay, I'm just tired or something like that, then she's probably fine.
That's true. If she adds like something behind it, that yeah, like but you need to be fine. I'm fine. It's okay. How are you? I'm fine.
You'd like to say kind of like opposite. They just say it in a way that they want you to ask a few more times and then give you more attention. But then if you're just like, okay, and then you just go play game or something, it's just gonna be like, wow, he really doesn't care about me. Maybe.
So true.
Oh my god. Woman. This is shit. The mental gymnastics they fucking do, and they overthink shit and read too much into shit. And they fucking just spout everything into when it really doesn't really need to be worked up and spiraled into anything at all. Jeez. Oh man.
Yeah, you're fine. You're not really fine. It's like when they are asking you that you're fine, but you're not really fine, but you're saying that you're fine, but you're actually dying inside.
That's cool. Do you want to talk about it? We're here for you.
No, I'm fine. It's okay.
We should break up. Some people would actually think
fine.
like that. This is what she said. This is what she sounds like. If she said I'm fine, but she sounded like she's not fine, then you have to ask again because it means she needs more attention. She sounds like a psycho.
True.
She's not a psycho. This is like literally almost every woman.
That's true.
That's psychopathy. Psychopathy, man. That's psychopathy.
True. I don't know.
This is like it means she
Where is it when they said
needs more attention.
psycho? Yeah.
She sounds like a psycho.
True.
She's not a psycho. This is like
Yeah. That's a form of psychopathy, basically. If not, well, yeah, it is. It's a form of psychopathy.
literally almost every woman.
That's true. I don't know why we're wired like this. It's just like saying it the first time is like if you get asked like, "Are you fine?" or "Are you okay?" and you just don't want to open up. You know, you really need to know that it's not just like a throwaway question. You need to know the commitment. It's like, I have a story to tell.
God.
Are you ready for it? You know?
No, then they get angry you ask so many time, and then finally they say what's bothering them after that.
Yeah, I know. It's like a roller coaster. This is too complicated. It's honestly, it's not that complicated.
It's just a form of psychopathy. That's all it is. Simple as that.
Once you realize that you basically just have to be a parrot, right? You will just parrot it back. It's like, "Are you fine? No. Are you sure? No. Listen, you can really tell me." And like after like the third or fourth badgering, you're going to get the story why she isn't fine. So manipulative. I know, we are whores, all of us. Jesus Christ. Hot
I'm
crazy
not even
skill.
joking.
No.
Give you attention. Ask again. It's very, very
Again.
important.
What a f***ing joke.
I'm giving you solutions. You're fine.
Do it, sure.
What a f***ing joke.
I'm giving you solutions. You're fine. Food. Give her.
Ooh. Oh, that's
food.
That's actually a good point. That's true. If you don't want to ask her yet, buy delicious food.
Or better yet, I can smash a plate, punch a hole in the wall. And whenever, that would definitely shut them up. They'd be like, "Hey, after they leave you, whatever. Who gives a fuck? You know, whatever."
It has to be something delicious. Okay, it cannot just be like, "Oh, I got you a slice of bread or something." It has to be something that she really wants. Like, I don't know, like, does she like sushi? Does she want pizza, bubble tea, Snickers? No, not like a Snickers bar, like an actual delicious meal. Preferably something that you don't eat very often, but like they really like it.
I don't know, like, I tried the food thing. It doesn't really work. With the food thing, they I found that they still freak out anyways. Like, they say, like, I don't know what to eat, or I don't know, I changed my mind, or I don't want to anymore, or some bullshit like that. Then it turns to an argument. Then you're like, oh, what the hell? I'm just trying to present a solution here, so that way you could, you know, be happy and not so grumpy anymore. You know? Oh, jeez.
A burrito? Sex? No! No! Food!
Time to
What?
stop.
Burrito? Sex? No!
Food. No!
Food.
Full time to stop. Listen, students! You're interrupting the lecture, people. Then
Sure.
she gets mad when you ask again. At that point, you can just kind of like leave her alone, I think. If she's being quiet for a long
Suddenly it became darker. What the fuck?
time,
It's
and then not
demons.
looking at you, just using her phone, and then you ask like, "Hey, are you okay?" "Yeah, I'm fine." Ask her again. She's mad. She's mad. So
Then you're dead. If you get like what is it called? It's like a stonewalling or something. You're dead. The thing is, you know how we talked about that with men, like when they are
Psychopathy, man. Like I said, it's psychopathy, man. Psychopathy.
not fine, they just need time. So that's like kind of the opposite with women. So the longer you leave them, the angrier they will become. And the more they will hate you and think that you're a piece of shit. Yeah, like, even if they are, like, saying that it's fine, don't talk to me, you have to talk it out, because the least of the damage you will get is in that very moment. If you leave her to be her own premises, I guarantee you she's already opening up Tinder and deciding who to fuck next.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, you know, right there, then... I mean, why even start a relationship nowadays when a lot of these women are like that? When just because you ask if she's okay, and then when she's not okay and she expects you to ask more, and you're like thinking she's okay, and then you just go about doing whatever, like watch a show with her, or you're gonna play some games, relax after work, and then she's gonna look through her phone to fuck some other guy. Does this make sense to you guys? Does that make sense to you? Doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Today's women are fucked, man. Today's women are fucked in the head.
Sounds like a you problem. Well, it's not my problem if you're gonna get cugged.
Take a note. Number 2. If she say, do you
What?
want to eat ice?
Hold on.
Get
Ask your
Sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, it does. Sounds like a woman problem. Yeah, it sounds like them problem, because they're just, I don't know, they're fucked in the head.
Well, it's not my problem if you're gonna get cugged.
Well, it's today's problem. Today's woman problem because of feminism. They can't, for some reason, they can't be loyal. They just, I don't know, they can't really be loyal anymore for some reason. It's weird. Well, we know why, because of feminism. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man.
Take a note. Number 2. If she say, do you want to eat ice cream? What does this mean, guys?
Ooh. Oh, I know that. Okay. I know the answer to this, because this is a very universal thing. Okay, do you know what it means? Do you want to eat ice cream?
No.
She wants ice cream. Well, yes, but she wants to eat it, but not alone. Yes. If she asks, do you want to eat XY thing? It doesn't mean that she wants to eat it. It means
the one I had, she had her own specific kind of ice cream. I forget what the hell it was called. Not Ben and Jerry's, but another kind. And she wouldn't want me to touch it all. Like, one time I took a little spoonful of it at the freezer just for a taste. And then when she found out about that, when she came up to me and asked if I took a spoonful of it, and I said yeah, she freaked out. She said not to touch her ice cream. So I don't know, man.
that you have to eat it. And if you say no, then she doesn't want it anymore. Yeah. Like, if you would say that, oh no, I don't want it, that you ruined everything. Like, she cannot eat the ice cream or the snacks alone. And if you say no, then it's like, she's going to get mad at you. Even if you don't want to eat it. Literally.
Give her food. She wants ice cream. Yeah. It means she wants ice cream. But this is a tricky one. This is a tricky situation. So let's say your answer was like, no. Then she's not gonna want it. So if you say no, but I'll buy you some ice cream for you. Then she's gonna be like, no.
It's true. You fucked up. You cannot say no.
What the hell?
Thank you, Jacob.
Yeah, see, like I said, psychotic, man. Psychopathy, man. It's fucking psychopathy.
Nah, not my own skills. Oh my god, dude, I have to get rid of that. All the new people are like, oh my god, what the hell? Women are complicated? No. I mean, yes, but no. I mean, yeah, are we complicated? I mean, it's a little bit complicated, but not...
Nah, just fucked in the head mostly because of feminism.
Ooh, is it? Ooh. No, see? Scrapple said no, I trust him. Are you? No. Yes? Not to other women. These are like very basic rules. I don't know why. Yeah, you just showed us. Bro, we are barely 2 minutes into the video. There's still like 8 more minutes to go. The complicated part hasn't even started yet. These are like the baby steps.
Even though she wants to.
Yeah.
She wants ice cream with you.
Yep.
She won't eat the ice cream if you don't eat it. But also at the same time,
True.
she doesn't want to get fat by herself. She wants to eat.
It's true. And then also she will get angry at you. So you can't really win.
Eat and get fat together.
Yeah.
Even though you don't want to, if you really, really want to make her happy,
Yeah.
if you get ice cream and eat it together, then she's gonna be happy. Number 3.
True. This is true.
Look fat.
Ooh. Oh, that's a trick. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I don't know. Like, you never win in that question. That's what I found. Like, when my girlfriend asked me if she looked fat, I said, "No, man, you actually look more sexier." And she gave me a look as if I took a shit, like in her fucking, like in her hands or something, or as if I flashed my shitty asshole to her face. I was like, "What? What?" And she didn't say anything to me. She didn't talk to me for the rest of the day until later at night. Then we talked it out. Well, we had an argument first, a long ass argument, until finally she, broke down in tears and started telling me why and whatnot. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah. Basically, she was upset that I called her fat while not calling her fat. Yeah, psychopathy, man, psychopathy.
No. Oh no. The answer can never be yes. I always answer yes and it works. How many bitches do you have, Scrapple? I'm failing to count them. Yes, final answer. No. No. No.
Yes, you do. Now leave me alone, Scuffy.
No, it cannot be.
Just yeah, you look like a cow.
If you want war, dude, women will do shit like they are gonna put like diarrhea pills into your sandwich.
Oh.
Don't risk it for the biscuit. We are crazy.
Answer yes, then ask her if she wants ice cream.
I don't remember my girlfriend doing crazy. I don't think. Well, I always got my lunches at work. She never made me my lunches. Well. One time when she asked if she wanted to do my lunch, I said, no, it's alright, I got lunches at work. And then she got mad at me for a whole day and stuff. So maybe I should have asked her to make my lunches. Yeah. And then I don't remember her. Yeah, there's no way she could have poisoned my food. Well, not poisoned, but sabotaged my food. But nah. Just trying to remember if she did anything like to get back at me because she was mad at me. The only thing I remember she did was ignoring me for a whole day. The longest time she ignored me was for about 3 days. She'd come in, back from work, wouldn't talk to me, just go to her room, and then do her nightly routine, and then go to bed. And oh yeah, and also too, she would have me sleep on the couch. Can't believe I put up with that shit. Yeah, like fuck that. No more. No, fuck that. I'm not gonna fuck it. If I have a bed, I'm sleeping in my fucking bed. Nowhere I'm sleeping on a fucking couch. Fuck that. Shit.
Easy game.
Bro, you can't do that. What the hell?
Do an easy.
Biscuit. We are crazy.
Answer yes, then ask her if she wants ice cream. Easy game.
Bro, you can't do that. What the hell?
What do you answer? You can't say yes.
If you look fat, I know 5 fat people and you're 4 of them.
Holy shit. This is why you will never get laid,
You don't
bro.
look fat, honey. You look thick.
Honestly, that could work. If you would say, it depends on the girl. If she's taking pride in being thick, then it's a good answer. Like, if you would say that, oh no, you're just like thick, I would be like, I will take it, right? But if like they are into like the skinny 2000s top model era, then they don't want to hear that. And it's like, oof.
Yes, if you say yes, you are
Dead.
ripped.
Dead.
If you say no, but
Skinned. Murdered. 10 deep feet under. Offered to the dark gods as a sacrifice.
and this no should be literally zero hesitation.
Oh yeah.
You think 0.01 second also?
That's a good point. I didn't think about it. She brings up a good point. It has to be an
Oh yeah, if you take a long time to come up with your answer.
immediate no. Dead. Lads, it's so hard being a man. There is just so many times you guys can just simply perish. That's crazy.
Okay, elephant. You have to add like sweet compliments. You should sound sincere. They want you to actually mean it.
Yeah, it's just fucking. They want you to fucking give them some false sense of security, false sense of reality, just for their fucking egos and shit. Yeah.
Compliment. That
We need like a lying 101 or something. It's like the no, oh my god, I love your curves or something. I don't know. I'm actually very bad at complimenting. I don't know, man. Just don't compliment on their shoe, because complimenting on shoes are sus. Okay? Like no one gives a fuck about shoes.
now another lesson. I'll get ready.
You want lies? Yeah, I want lies, but I want you to mean it, right? So I kind of want you to be honest, but like, if you can't be honest, then at least lie to me in a way that I will believe in, right? Mean the lie? Yeah, mean it. How does this work?
Ready in 5.
Oh.
I'll get ready in 5.
Yeah, that means I need an hour. But definitely at least 40. Yeah. 5 hours. Yeah, this is definitely not 5 minutes, because 5 minutes is like when I just start doing my makeup. That's going to be at least 10 to 15 minutes. Then I have.
Yeah, there's the makeup shit. The makeup shit. Like, that's one thing right there. So many women are into makeup stuff now. They're so insecure. Yep.
To do my hair, the perfume, I have to go to pee, look in the mirror, check perfume again, brush out the little hairs, back up pee, put on the shoe. I lost my phone. I have to get my bag. Yeah, no, it's yeah. Depends on the girl, up to 10. No, it's definitely not them 5 minutes. Yeah, come back tomorrow. Yeah, you always have to back up pee.
I'll come back tomorrow.
Bro, before I go to sleep, I go to pee like 4 times because backup pee. Like, you have to be fully empty because backup pee. Trick question, dismiss they get out of bed in 5 minutes. No.
Pee.
You do? See? Backup pee lovers. It's because we have small bladders and it doesn't hold much, right? And then you have to survive an entire night. And sometimes you can't. There is nothing worse. They're waking up early in the morning because you have to pee. And you're laying in bed and you're like, I want to sleep longer because it's like fucking 5 a.m. in the morning. But like, you're uncomfortable because you have to pee. But if you get up, then the beautiful comfort will go away. Okay, stop flexing with your gigantic bladder, okay? Go away.
5 hours, 2 hours. This is the first ever woman, but I think it's like another 30 minutes. Add about 30 minutes extra. 2 hours is too much though. For me, I actually do get ready in 5. It doesn't take that long for me to get ready.
She's flexing. She's like, see, I'm wife material.
Maybe 10 minutes. I don't know. Number 5.
Yeah.
Okay, this is
Liar.
super confusing.
Liar.
Oh my god, she's such a pick-me. Oh my god, she gets ready in 5. I already see. This is what people would say. She's a pick-me. Listen, as the number 2 pick-me champion, I know this, okay? I see it. She is cute, true. It's working, I would pick her. I know, she's very cute.
For me, I think it's very confusing. Yes and no.
Oh.
Yes could mean yes.
Oh,
and
no.
And no could mean no and yes.
Oh no, oh, I didn't know we are gonna go this deep.
Yeah. It's
Oh
fucked.
no! I'm not sure if I will be able to guide you guys through this. This is a little bit difficult. It's like, do you remember when in school you were learning like math? And it was fine, but they started to put like the alphabet into it and then it wasn't fine. It's kind of like that.
This is like very confusing, even for me as a woman.
Yeah.
It really means like how it sounds like, and then the context is very important. So, for example, are you mad? No, she's mad. Can I go with friends? Yeah. It means she doesn't want you to. She's not really happy about it. It's okay to go. It should be okay. But if you actually do go, then she might be like, wow, I actually went. For me,
True.
Oh,
True.
God.
if someone want to do something,
It's the Schrodinger's yes and no. It could be simultaneously both.
go hang out with their friends, completely fine. I tell them to have a great time. That's one of the reasons why the boyfriend that I dated before that cheated on me so well without getting caught, because I was like, yeah, go have fun. Yeah, sure. Zero suspicion.
Bro, they cheated on her? What a cunt. Holy shit. Imagine that you have a chance to date such a cute girl and they just like...
Now. This is interesting. She got a guy that cheated her, which means I suspect that she chose a guy high on the attractive scale. Maybe not an 8, 9, or 10. Could be like a 7, maybe even 8 or 7. But anyway, she chose some handsome guy who's got the Riz and all that other fucking crap, whatever that woman like, and she chose him. And you know, these guys, because they got the Riz, they got the looks, they've basically had many women throughout their lives, so they could, you know, they're always gonna Riz other fucking women. And so really, it's really her own fault. It's her own fault. She picked them, right? So yeah, it's actually her own fault.
Fuck it up. What a loser.
Have fun, bye. Short no, it means like no. But if she say no, it means like yes and maybe. Hey, do you want something from Taco Bell? I'm gonna get something.
No. Also, can I... The Taco Bell... if you go to the store and you ask us, do you need something?
Yeah, I remember that. Except it wasn't no for mine. Mine was, nah. Or she should be like, nah. Oh, jeez.
And we say no, you're obligated to come back with a small surprise. You have to. It's...
Oh, and also wondering, in case you're wondering why I'm talking about the girlfriend I had, which, you know, mentioning had, was, yeah, she's my ex now because she left because apparently I worked too much and I wasn't around enough. I mean, it's like 8 or 9 hours a day working too much. Sure, I did overtime once in a while, but not very often. Maybe every few months I do a few more hours of overtime, you know, a few times a week, but not very much. Not very much at all. And it'll be like, you know, like on the 8 or 9 hours I'll be working, sometimes it'll be 10, maybe 11 hours, and that's it. Right? I mean, is that working too much? I don't know. I don't know anymore, man. Fucking... Yeah. Just don't know, man.
Always, yes. It doesn't have to be something big. It could be just like a tiny chocolate or a tiny piece of candy. But you must bring back something. You said no, though. It doesn't matter. That no always means yes. I'm just giving you tips.
Yes! She wants you to get something for her.
Yeah.
What's number 6? Next one is kind of similar to the previous one, but...
Did she say that the next one is kind of simple? This was not simple. What the fuck? Hey, Rimmer!
I will make it clear for you guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna go grab something to eat. Do you want anything?
Nope.
Ooh, I don't think this is eating together. It's more like ask now or leave me the fuck alone. Ooh, I don't know.
If she say yes, then that's easy. Grab something to eat. If she says no, loud and clear. Do you get something for her or no? Yes. Even if she...
Oh, okay, I see what she's asking. So it's like the guy is
I don't know. There was times when I went to grab something to eat and ask if she wanted anything. And she, sometimes she would say yes. But for the time she said no, I brought back a few times, more than a few times, I brought back something for her just in case. And she's like, no, I didn't want anything though. But she thanked me for getting it. And then she just left it in the fridge where it slowly decayed and rotted and wasn't eaten at all. Yeah, such a waste.
going to grab something to eat. Do you want anything? Okay, I misunderstood. I thought that the girl is going to something to eat. Do you want anything? No, she's right. Even if you say no, you get like, you go like, let's say you go to McDonald's, right? Do you want something? You have to come back with nuggies or ice cream or like fries or a cheeseburger. It doesn't matter. You have to have extra. That's true. She said no though. That no is not a no. No means no only if you're trying to sex her. When it comes to food, no is always yes. And you have to figure it out what is it for, right? Like let's say that she hates cheeseburgers, then you cannot bring home cheeseburgers. You have to bring whatever she's into. So like you bring the nuggies or something.
She says no, you always get her food. She just doesn't know what she wants to eat yet.
True.
If you bring your own snack and you
Can
have
we
enough...
please just be straightforward and avoid all this confusion, Mew?
Nah, I'm afraid that's illegal. It's against our gender. We have been built like this. We have the schizo built into us.
Thing for her, she's gonna be hungry.
Yeah, that's psychopathy, yeah.
Does that mean yes? Nah. Because it was short, right? You have to learn. The short no is a no, the long no is a yes. But it was a nah. A nah.
She's gonna want to eat your food. Always get her food.
True.
So I think this is just a huge difference between men and women. When your girlfriend or a wife having some kind of problem and then talking to you about that. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
at work.
Okay, I know this one. I know this one. They don't want solution. Gentlemen, I know that you're ready with the solution. We don't want it. We don't care. Yeah, you just have to sit there. You have to listen. You have to nod. Like, it's like, oh my God, Rebecca was such a whore. And you're like, oh my God, I always hated her. You know, like, fuck that bitch. You're so right. Like, it doesn't matter. You don't need to fix it. We can fix it. We just want to eat rent, okay? You just have to listen. It's fine. Yeah, we just want to bitch about it. That's basically it. That's why we have the nothing box. Well, since we don't have a nothing...
Yeah, this one... there's no going around this one. If you just say yeah, and not listen to her and either play your game or you're fucking watching a show, then she'll get really mad. Really mad. She'll get really upset too. Really upset. Either one, sometimes at the same time. Yeah, it's a headache. Like, they really just want you to listen to them and agree with them and make them feel better and shit like that, and say and speak bad about whoever they're having a tough time with or whatever, or sympathize with them, like, oh, that's too bad, you know, oh, sorry to hear that, babe, you know, like, I'm sorry about that. Like, yeah, you know, yeah, you just have to go with it like that. There's no way around that, because if you don't talk with her and all that shit, you know, like try to help her pass whatever was bothering her, because she can't do it on her own, she'll get really mad at you and she'll get really upset, or both at the same time, and then just it's gonna be like a horrible week. Mainly because she's gonna be angry with you, she's gonna be upset with you, she's gonna be arguing with you, or she's gonna be ignoring you. Yeah. Big fucking headache.
Box. You are our nothing box. Yeah, we are like dropping the Google Docky on you, and you have to look interested, because if you look bored, then our anger will transfer from the thing we were angry at onto you, and you will be in bigger trouble than the person was before you. So yeah,
work, this happened, you know,
True.
at school, this happened, and then, you know, I'm frustrated, blah, 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 blah. What do? Just listen, ignore, and go play game? Food fixes everything? Agree with them. I see.
Ooh, I mean,
Just listen, ignore and play game. I choose B. Ignore and play game. Or C, give food. Agree with them.
what food? What food though? Like, I think food is always a good option. But like, it depends on what. Like, if you would say that, okay, Screw, I will get you like sushi and some nice nudes. Like, there is a restaurant I could like hit up for that, and it would be like, fine, I will shut the fuck up. You can play Elden Ring or Call of Duty, whatever the fuck you want, if you buy it, because it's pricey. You know?
Jeez.
I'll get you food.
Yeah.
Could I interest you in some fresh nuts?
No, thank you. I don't want that. Then you will have to listen to the rant.
See a lot of interesting solutions here. Some people are saying food, some people are saying agree and listen. These are good, actually. You agree and listen, and then you get her food, and that's good. A lot of men, what they actually do is they try to solve their problem. You know what? In this situation, you could have just done this. You could have done that. Hell no. Women talk about their problems and complain about it, not because they...
I heard it first few times doing that. Yeah, why don't you just go ahead and do that? Or, you know, if you did this way, that might work out better there, you know, so that way it avoids all that stuff. Yeah, she got really upset with those kind of suggestions. Yeah, so that, trying to help them solve their problem doesn't work. No, it just gets them really upset or really mad or both. Best thing you do is just fucking listen to them, sympathize with them, you know, fucking whatever, stuff like that.
They want solution. They already know the solution. They just want to kind of like talk about, get emotional support. They want to know that
because of their emotional damage,
that you're on their side or something like that. What else?
Picture. If you try to give solution, then they are gonna be more angry at you.
Yeah.
Because it almost sounds like
or upset or both.
Criticism, and we are in a weak state, and we don't want to hear criticism.
University, the boyfriend that I was dating was an engineer. It was like,
you say it this way. Why didn't you fucking do it that way? Just say that to him. No, don't do that. Don't do that. She would probably, she would freak out for sure. She'll probably most likely leave you right there. Yeah, take off to her mom's or take off to her dad's or her friends or whatever. Or she'll leave your room and then never talk to you for the next week or so. Yeah, never do that. Never do that.
super logical. He was like, yeah, I think you did something wrong there, Ginny. Like, you could have done blah, 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 blah. I'm like, bruh, you think I don't fucking know that? Like, I just want you to listen and be my side. But instead, what he did was he was, like, actually disagreeing with me. Instead of listening, he was trying to give solutions.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, my God. I had a similar thing. So I was, like, having a beef with a person. And I was talking to my friend, right? And they were like, oh, why didn't you do this and this and this? And I was like, why the fuck are you siding with that person? You should be on my side. Like, they weren't trying to side with anyone, right? But, like, they were giving solutions. And I was just like, what? I ain't talking to you anymore. Like, fuck that. I should have just stayed quiet.
Oh,
like, this bitch is not even... I am your friend. You should be siding with me. What do you mean? But you're wrong.
Oh,
I am not wrong. I am female.
Psycho.
Yeah.
Disagreeing.
Psycho.
And then I got, like, a little mad.
Nah.
Next
Yeah.
one, number 8.
What'd you say?
Wrong. I am female. Yeah.
Disagreeing. And then I got, like, a little mad.
Nah.
Next one, number 8.
Yep. Psycho.
No, you're the wrong one because that's how you will get the females not want to talk to you. And that's the problem. Then date a chick with a dick. Or like a man. Where is the accent coming from? A man.
Yeah, I think I'll just remain single for a while. Like right now, I've been single for a few years now, and I like it. I like being single. It's peaceful. it's very peaceful. I got a lot of stuff to do. I could concentrate on things. I noticed when I was with my girlfriend, it was just arguments all the time. She was never happy at all, hardly. It was very like it was always some little thing that set her off to make her go upset and whatever whatnot. And yeah, and also the spending. Oh God, like I know she had her own job and everything, but she was terrible with money. Terrible. Well, except for another girlfriend I had a long time ago, she was more better with money. But the recent one, some years ago, the one I had some years ago before the breakup, like that one was, yeah, she was terrible with money. Terrible.
Date a good man. Yeah, man.
Oh, on.
Wasn't she really pretty, cute, or sexy?
Oh, okay. This is tricky, because are you a gooner? If the girl is a gooner,
this was so stupid.
then they just wanna ask you to check out that person. If it's a person who is just like an average chick who is not like down bad for everything,
This one usually is like a fucking trap question for them. When there's like if you're watching a movie, like let's say you're watching the Avengers, and there's women on there, right? Especially she'll ask you if what do you think of this woman? Do you think she's pretty cute or sexy, or what do you think of her? I told him yeah, Scarlett Johansson's yeah, she's a beautiful woman. And she didn't really get mad there. She's like, oh, okay. And I thought nothing of it. Okay. And then she asked what I thought of, what do you call it? What's her name? Not Brie Larson. The other one. Kobe Somers, I think, or something. She plays an agent, I forgot her name, Agent something. And I said, yeah, she's actually pretty nice. I like her dark hair and everything whatnot. She's a beautiful woman. Like, yeah, she's pretty cute and stuff. And then she went silent. Then she just got up and went to her room. I was like, whoa, hold on. I tried to call it back, to watch the movie, but I stopped it. And then, and she went and talked to me. She was just in her room. And then she said through the closed door she didn't feel like watching anymore. And I was like, babe, open the door, I want to talk to you. She's like, no, just leave me alone. And we did that for a few, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, maybe less, so somewhere around there until freaking she said she just wanted to be left alone. She's going to bed. And I was like, all right. And she told me I could sleep on the couch. I was like, okay, whatever. Gotta go to sleep. So yeah, I don't know. That you gotta be careful with that kind of quiz. Like, well, I don't know. You shouldn't have to be fucking careful. It's just a fucking make believe person you're commenting on. The fucking, well, it is a real person. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know.
then you're in trouble. Yeah. Then you're in very much in trouble. Q husband, I would love to be gay. I mean, just just suck a dick or something. It's easy like that.
No.
So you're walking together, la 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 la.
Like, you could do that skew chant if you want, but nah. Never gonna do that shit. I mean, if somebody pointed a gun to my head and said, you either suck that dick or you die, I'd say, yeah, just shoot me in the head. Just shoot me. I don't care. I'm never gonna suck a dick. Shoot me in the head. I'd rather die.
And some cute girl passed.
Uh-oh.
Wow, she was really pretty, right? What do you say? She was, yes.
Ooh. Ooh, that's how you get divorced. You can
say this one. Yes, she was way harder than oh shit.
say you didn't see. I mean, you can say that. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't looking. I'm only looking at you or some bullshit like that. That could work, honestly.
Yes, yes.
Bro, don't say she's attractive by objective standards. Bro, you... Oh, no. You can't... No, you cannot say yes and you cannot say some shit like that either.
Say yes? What?
He fucked
Okay,
up.
some people said it right. If you say yes, wrong answer.
Dad.
If you say no, 95% wrong. This is like 70% wrong.
If you say no, then we know you're lying. That's why you can't say no.
So dumb. Oh god.
Unironically, like you're trying to say the right... You say what you think we want to hear, but that's not what we want to hear.
You're prettier. Also, not really perfect. 50%, I don't know. Good answer is who?
Oh god.
Okay, that's easy. You guys can remember that, right? Like, who? What? Woo! What? Who died? Well, someone passed by.
So basically, you have to just adhere to their fucking ego. Yep. Okay.
I mean, I don't pay attention. My bad.
Who? Who are you talking about? I mean, it depends on what type of girlfriend you're dating. Like, if you're dating like cool girlfriend like me, then if you say yeah, I'll be like, yeah, she was. What the shit?
What you mean by
Wait,
cool?
what did it say?
Then if you say yeah, I'll be like, yeah, she was.
I will say where my eyes only got you. Yeah.
What the shit?
What she mean by cool? She means gooner. If you have a gooner girlfriend who likes to check out asses, then she will be fine with it.
Honestly, understanding the history of the Roman Empire is much easier than this.
I'm starting to understand why the guys were getting the homies in the Roman Empire. Ooh.
But a lot of times, if you say yes,
True.
they're gonna be pissed. They're gonna be like, wow. Okay, it's kind of like this. If you say yes, 95% of women will get upset. If you say no, I feel like most of the women should be fine with this answer. Or they could throw you another trap question, be like, no, it's okay. She was like objectively pretty. You can just be honest with me.
Oh, no.
Yes,
No,
but why should I care? I love you.
No. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a good answer. Yeah, but if you get like the trap question, oh, you're... Oh my god, the neighbor's bark.
I think if I ever get a girlfriend again, and we watch a movie, she says that, if she asks me if a woman that we see on TV is hot, say, yeah, oh yeah, I actually get hard right now. I want to jerk off. Fuck it, I'm just gonna be fucking sarcastic from now on. Oh,
barbecuing.
shit.
Oh, I'm suffering. Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit.
Smells so good. Anyways, the answer, yeah.
Fuck is she talking about?
Neighbors barbecuing. Oh, I'm suffering. Jesus Christ. Oh, it smells so good. Anyways, the answer, yeah, still smells good. I know. I'm like 5 seconds away from jumping down and stealing their meat.
Trap. If you actually say,
Trap.
yeah, I guess she was a little hot. Oh no. Oh no. If you ask that question, like mega trap question, you still gotta stick to no. So I think in order to avoid all that situation, the best solution is who? Did someone pass? Like, what are you talking about? This is the boys who's not in a relationship but kind of want to have some.
I have a feeling that after this video, none of the boys want to be in relationships anymore. I feel like I might be doing a bad PR for the girlies because
Yeah.
all the boys are like, oh man, I mean, I kind of would want to, but this is way too much effort. This is so complicated.
Yeah, psychopaths.
And it's just like, I could just replay The Witcher 3, you know, or like Warhammer. Like I could just do something like that.
Girl that you like, you made a move on her. If you say, no, I really like you, I do, but I don't want to ruin our friendship.
Friend zone.
F's in the chat. If a girl says that I don't want to ruin your friendship, that's a fucking F's in the chat.
Friend zone.
That means that never ever, not if hell freezes all over. Yeah, then that means that you're a good friend, but she would rather fuck a frog than you.
Yep. I heard that many times before. Don't want to ruin the friendship. I like what we have now. Let's not ruin it. Let's not complicate it. And then a few days to a week later or 2 weeks later, she's like screwing some other guy. And then sometimes she'll come to you saying that, oh yeah, I met this really nice guy and we had sex. Or I met this really nice guy and I spent the night at his place. Yeah, we all know what that means. Yeah. She got fucked.
Yeah.
She's not actually worried about ruining the friendship, okay? If she was actually into you, she would not say this. This means she doesn't want to be in a relationship with you, but she still wants you as a friend.
Yeah.
Damn, we're mean. I think.
Yeah, it's fucking drag you along, use you and whatnot. Just keep you as a backup thing too, so if the thing doesn't work out with the guy she's going with, she can always come back to you. Or basically just use you as a person to help her out in jams, to help her out in situations where she can't control it or she just needs help on something. And meanwhile, she's going to be fucking all these other guys.
I think a lot of times when women try to reject.
She's like, oh my god, are we the baddies? No. Wait, are we? No.
Someone trying to be nice, not to hurt them, but in the end, you could actually end up hurting them more because they think they have chances. Or a lot of women just want a lot of attention. They know that you have crush on them, and then they want to keep you like that.
Yeah, it's the food, man. It's the temptation and promise of free food. I could do some of the barbecue.
They don't completely like reject you. They kind of like mislead you a little bit, but in the end, she just wants attention. So kind of like.
If you notice though, a lot of this stuff like this is from women in first world countries. She's in a first world country because she's on the internet. She has these first world sunglasses, t-shirts, necklace stuff, even the stuff you can tell in the room. She lives in a first world country. And when I mean first world, they have, they have modern conveniences, running plumbing, electricity, electrical grids, internet, television, stuff like that, right? Technology. Yeah, so that's a first world country. And usually, well, the majority now, which shows, the statistics show online that the majority of first world countries are influenced by feminism. They have, because feminism right now is just completely taken over social media. That's how it's influencing all these young women. So that's why they're all pretty much, most of them are fucked in the head. So the only way you're going to find a woman that's not fucked in the head because of feminism is to go to a place where they don't have feminism, where they don't have internet. Maybe they have little to no internet. Maybe they have dial-up internet. Like that would be good. No internet would be better because that way they don't have no access to social media, which we know feminism is all over that shit. So that's how a lot of women get corrupted. So if you can find a place with little to no internet, then yeah, you have a better chance of finding a good woman that's not fucked up in the head by feminism.
Like keeping you in that net. If it goes over 10 hour plus or days even, if she's misleading you but it takes fucking forever, not interested. So yeah, I don't want to be in a friendship. Kick bye. If she takes forever to reply, it means she's just not interested. Kick bye. Okay,
Kick bye, yeah.
This comment.
We can eat whatever. Oh no, not that we can eat whatever.
Yep. Heard this before.
Oh, this is a very, very trap question. It's the I want to give you the chance to pick, but you have to pick what I want without me telling you what I want.
Yeah. Expect you to be a fucking psychic. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, like, yeah. It's basically, this is the please read my mind and tell me the favorite food.
Yeah.
But you have to pick one. Yeah, it's doomed. You're fucked.
Hey, what do you want to eat? Whatever. Anything is fine.
It's not.
Does this actually mean anything is fine?
No.
Definitely not. It means she doesn't know.
Why so much self-sabotage? Because, okay, so I think if we ask you or say that we can eat whatever and you give us the answer that we wanted, it's like we view it as a romantic gesture. It's like, oh, he knows me so much. I love him so much, right? It's like a bonus point. for you.
Oh, shit.
And it's like you don't care about it because you're a guy and you're like ooga booga female. I like her. Also sex, also food, right? But like women are very romantic. They want a lot of. Didn't someone say that like, you know, guys like want the sex, but women's
Time
like.
for a paper with whatever written on it on a plate, right? Thong.
No, not that. But like it's like women having sex. Like most of the things is in their head. Right? Like for women, the fantasy is stronger than the actual act. You guys are...
Yeah, they have always this fantasy stuff in their head all the time. So yeah, a lot of fantasy shit going in their head. They're only in reality sometimes. So that's what they operate on. I notice that women operate on fantasy a lot. Yeah.
Are just like, I dipped my dick in. That was good. And you guys don't really need anything. Lying is romance. It's no. I mean, you don't have to lie. You could just get to know her and say what she wants, you know?
So basically, she wants you to adhere to her fantasy. Her fantasy and her ego. It's fucked.
I set up a dinner table for your girlfriend. Ooh, romantic. Lie all the time? Yeah, but like try to lie the right things. You know? This is definitely mental illness. I'm not saying it's not.
Yeah. That's what I've been saying, man. It's mental illness.
I'm just saying this is how we are. Can you say that if this is the preset we are born with, is it really mental illness? You know? I'm not sure. It could be just like the preset is wrong. We need like a factory reset. You know, 100% preset is wrong. We need like a factory
learned disability.
Factory reset. You know.
Factory reset.
100%. Oh no. It can be a form of rejection sensitivity. No, I think
BIOS update. yeah, basically.
we are just let's just say we are very
Men are romantic, women are crazy. Yeah.
peculiar. That's a good
Being
word.
genetic does not make it less of a mental illness.
Being genetic does not make it less of...
Okay. You guys are not much better. You have your fair share of crazy about you as well. You're just more of a simple crazy, okay? It doesn't mean you're less crazy.
What she wants to eat, so...
It's just mind games all the time. Red flag. Happy being single.
Oh, give like 5 or 6 different options that you have in mind, and then I'll pick one. And then if I
Did
like
I
one
stutter?
of those...
This goes both ways.
Exactly. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not normal that you have your box and you stare out of your head in the middle of conversation for like an hour and you're just AFK. That's weird as fuck, buddy. Why not? Because it's not. How is it not normal? Because we don't do that. Whatever is normal to you is not normal for us. The nothing box. Stop vibing with the nothing, but stop having fun. Come back to the conversation. Let me rant at you.
Options and we're gonna do it. Give
Shit.
multiple options and I'll choose from it. We can eat whatever as long as I agree. So like for example, hey, do you want to eat sushi? Do you want to eat pizza? Nah, I don't really like pizza that much. Do you want to eat Korean barbecue? Yeah. You can
Let's
give
go.
options like that and
Yeah.
then we'll choose.
I could eat Korean barbecue. Ah.
As
I had to do this all the time. All the time. I had to make up a list of places, of things that we could eat or places we could go to eat at. And then she would pick out whichever one she wanted to go to. If I just said, whatever, we can eat whatever, she would actually get a little bit upset over that. Yeah, she used to get upset over that. And then, well, she wouldn't get so upset when she took off the room, but she would just get upset. And then a little small argument would start up until I'm like, fine, okay, how about this place? How about that place? How about this one? How about that one? Or we could go here, or we could go there. Till finally, after a long list, she's like, okay, yeah, let's go there.
I long. She agrees.
So pizza it is
then
now.
you eat that. All these like
Pizza is okay, but like, it's mid, you know? Like, can we have a pasta at
Fuck this, I'm getting a cat.
least?
lessons, guys, are coming from true women. I'm a true woman.
She's a true woman. She knows the woman's womanly ways. 10 out of 10 vagina have her. She knows. I trust her. I feel I resonate with her
McDonald's.
vagina. That came out weird, but you know what I mean. As a 100% true woman as well, I understand.
Have a lot
Pizza
of women
is the perfect
friends. I
food.
watched a lot of reels for this content. I researched a lot. And then, yes, not everyone is like this. But a lot of times what I told you guys about, it applies to most of the women. So,
Sure.
it helps for your relationship.
Yeah, that's like the sad part about it. That even if you meet a girl who isn't crazy, we are kind of like always crazy to a level. It's weird. I mean, we could change, but I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason why women won't change is because we don't have to. You know, because there will be like many guys who are gonna nope out that, okay, she's crazy, but there's like 1,000 other people who are just like, okay, she's crazy, but like I can deal with it, right?
Simps. There's a lot of simps that are gonna deal with that bullshit. A lot of guys who don't know their own self-worth, who have no self-respect or dignity, no dignity whatsoever. They're just gonna say, "Oh yeah, honey, I'm just gonna bow to every whim and try to please her to no end." Just freaking, basically cutting off their own balls and giving it to her. Like, come on, man. I mean, you gotta fucking stand up for yourself and say, no, I'm not gonna put up with that bullshit anymore. Fuck that. And if she can't take it, well, we'll just fucking dump her ass and look for another one, or just stay single until you find one that fucking there's no bullshit. You know, like one that could respect you, and then when you find one that shows that she could respect you, then you can respect her back too. You know, respect has to go both ways, not just one fucking way.
Yeah, because that's why men are most of the times very reasonable, because you have to be reasonable, right? If you would be rich and sexy and like 6 feet tall, then you wouldn't be reasonable because you would have the option to pick a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's those guys in the 8s, 9s, and 10s on the attractiveness scale from 1 to 10. Those guys, they got the looks and everything, and most of them have the money too, so yeah, they can pretty much get any woman they want. They don't have to be reasonable, those guys. They don't have to fucking be like simps. Women simp to them. Yeah, women simp to those guys.
In fact, some crazy is hot. Okay, you say that, but there's 2 guys already got stabbed by their exes. So, can we lower the crazy just like a little bit? Like a little. Some crazy, yes, some teeny tiny bit of crazy, okay? Like the gothic mama crazy. That's, yeah.
Relationship, future relationship, whatever. That was Ree's 101 class. Thank you, students. You're dismissed.
Ooh, this was good. I like this. This is like a good series and whatnot. Bro, can I go to pee? Oh, I'm so sorry. I have to pee. I'm dying. Give me just one second. I'm bursting. Behave. 1 second.
Lads, they are overcomplicating things. Give me you the cheat code. Tell the girl where you're taking her is a surprise and tell her to guess where. Whatever she says first is what she wants to eat.
Alright, well, that's done. Oh, man. Yeah.
These are...
Got a headache just thinking about my past girlfriend. Ugh. Yeah. Too much of a fucking headache, man. Too fucking much. So, what the fuck is going here?
This is not just a crisis of Roe. This is a crisis.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah.
After being...
I don't feel like playing no game. Yeah, I just feel like fucking... Just feel like fucking... Calling it early night, I guess. Fucking... Yeah. What the fuck is this?
From the bar! Yeah, the cat did!
Oh yeah, this is a parody.
From the bar! Yeah, the cat did to me! Hey, what's wrong with this guy?
Oh my gosh.
What did he order?
Oh, he had a special.
That's what I ordered! I changed my order to the soup!
Alien! Oh gosh!
Alien.
Not again!
We're sad.
Oh my gosh. They didn't.
What the hell? Dancing alien.
Check, please.
5 minutes to magic time.
Yeah, who'd order that shit? Anyways, fucking. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night here. So, let's see. Let's see if I could check out what's on the Twitch. Let's see. Buckfoozle. What the hell is Buckfoozle up to?
Lou has a lot of
Jailson, queso.
Lou's gonna be tall. And
That's a
my
cool
wife
game.
is
I
not
just don't feel like
tall.
playing. I don't fucking.
She's the
Lately, I just
opposite of
don't
tall.
feel like hardly playing any games. Like it's just.
By a long
It's
shot.
as if I'm losing the will to game. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but it's like when I think about playing game, I'm like, yeah. Just don't feel like it. It just don't feel like it anymore. Yeah. In fact, I'm starting to question why I'm even streaming if I'm not even gonna be playing game. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, man. But anyways, let's go to him there. Buckfoozle. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna go to raid. Let's do a raid.
Mine moved out a month ago. It hurts. Oh no way! Oh dude, that's gotta be ruthless. Is it as bad as I think it's gonna be? Is it gonna fucking eviscerate my soul from my body talon? Because that's what I'm pretty sure it's gonna do. Oh shit! I just
Raid
got
now,
stepped
please.
on by a McPounder. Thankfully. Oh shit! Whoa! My man got crazy up there.
Hey,
The
Buckfoozle.
fact that you're all but telling us to fuck off with the wife reveal. Show us how much respect and consideration you have for her. Well, it's just not her jam.
For you.
So,
it's a very free.
I respect the fact that it's not her jam. Yo, Pacey George, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
How was your stream, my friend? Uton Guard.
The stream
What's happening?
was okay.
Hope I need an adult. You're an adult. I need an adult. You're an adult. Go Raiders!
Tired now.
We're just chatting. Thank you for the raid, Pacey George. I'm a sugar uncle many times. Think that's good. I can escape. What? I'm 26. I said, I need a more adult when I need the help. Oh, yes, I'm in the same boat. Every time I ever interact with my brothers, which I have 4, I'm like,
anyways,
I feel like I'm 16 years old.
But yeah, thanks for watching.
That's just because they're fucking workaholics.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna be on tomorrow, but we'll see. If I am, I'll be on between 9 p.m. to whatever.
In a different way, I guess.
So like I said, thanks for watching.
They wouldn't think of it that way.
Until next time.
I'm currently eating potato salad out of the tub because I didn't feel like getting a